So, where the hell are we? Last session, our band of abducted allies, having recently dispatched a rampaging Earth elemental and met with the enigmatic Din, rested in the inn while Pocket and Bramash attempted to surveil a syndicate hideout, described by the unscrupulous Anton in an attempt to locate the notorious Anders Hackberry. Pocket displayed some impressive feats of agility and some very unimpressive feats of perception throughout the evening, leaving our poor rogue exhausted for the next day's events. Upon returning to the party, Juniper, unsatisfied with the intel Pocket was able to gather, wild-shaped into a spider and snuck inside the hideout easily, sneaking past the defenses and relaying the exact amount of occupants and the layout of the interior. She was able to confirm the presence of Hack and many other syndicate members. Upon relaying this information, our party formulated a plan to alert the Crown's Blade garrison to the whereabouts of the syndicate storehouse.
That's a good plan.
Before this plan could be enacted, Juniper and Pocket were apprehended and escorted into the storehouse by syndicate thugs. Our party was brought before Emmeline Cromrow, the vicious head of the local arm of the syndicate, and her two lieutenants, under bosses Hack and Sylvester. Emmeline demanded that our heroes use their reputations to get Baron Jonas Donnell elected in the upcoming referendum, and in return, the syndicate would leave them and the townsfolk, including orphan children they'd befriended, unharmed for the time being. Vanya, outraged at Emmeline's willingness to threaten innocent children, channeled her righteous fury into a devastating burst of energy, badly injuring Hack and Emmeline. A chaotic fight ensued, leaving Emmeline, underboss Sylvester, dead, and Hack gravely wounded. Our party, finding an incriminating ledger, intimidated Hack and one of his underlings into testifying against Jonas Donnell and marched them to the Crown's Blade garrison, where they were rewarded 300 gold pieces for delivering Hack alive. Soon after, they were met by Viscount Tyon Surdir to discuss the day's events, whom promised to reward them for alleviating Bevesque of the tyrannical Emmeline, in addition to offering to facilitate a meeting with his arcane advisor, Severax Irsendur. And that is where we left off. You are standing in the Crown's Blade garrison, within Knight's Keep Farthing. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There are 2.5 days till the referendum, and you have one very sleepy-looking rogue. What would you like to do?
I think we should talk to Thoriak.
Mm-hmm. Let's have a crossbow bolt right here.
And we also need to return that Earth Elemental Core thing at some point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We got a bunch of stuff.
And we gotta investigate Donnell. We learned where he lived. So those are kind of the immediate to-dos I see. I don't know.
I'm gonna need some sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a little break for now. If you guys want to go,
Do we want to go to
home?
Thoriak's Tavern and take a break?
Yeah, Thoriak.
Yeah.
So that we can talk to him
And some
too?
of you who aren't about to die can go and maybe go see, like, turn and sell the Earth Core thing we got from the Elemental, right?
Yeah. I'm cool with taking a short rest. I also have not very many hit points.
I was beat up real bad by Hack.
I got knocked out.
I saved
Yeah.
you.
A dude, really, yeah, I guess we all got beat up pretty badly. Did you get beat up pretty badly?
The worst I've been beat up in some time, but I'm probably the best off of all of you.
I
Okay.
can use a rest.
I have a bolt right here, and it's stuck. I can't get it out.
Yeah, so let's go back
I think
to...
resting's a good idea.
Yeah.
do we want to go to see Thoriak?
Yes.
Because then, like, people are going to be like, oh, those guys are... I guess people know that we, like, hang out
We
with
can,
Thoriak.
yeah, we can rest there. Well, I want to talk to Thoriak because we do have a power imbalance now, as Pocket put it, and I think Thoriak might be, honestly, a good person to fill that void.
I don't know if he wants to become an undercity boss, but I guess we could ask him.
it's
I
the best
think it would be
position
good
to help the
inform
children.
him. Yeah, like keeping him informed is something I would like to do too. At least letting him know what's the haps. Because if he doesn't want it, we can.
Figure it out from
Yeah.
there.
Go get some books or something after that.
All right, to Thoriak.
All right.
Okay, so you make your way south from the Crown's Blade garrison to the lower burrows, and within you find the brass cask Thoriak is standing behind the bar. He's talking to one of his regulars, Ilette, the human lady of the evening that usually comes here after her shifts. And he greets you as you walk in. Well, you guys, you look like shit, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we killed Emmeline.
You killed Emily.
And also her number 2, and also turned in hack.
Oh my God! Well, it sounds like you took care of my little problem with the old Pete. Thanks for that. Appreciate that.
He helped with the whole hack thing. We were able to use Pete to, convince Hack to
Well, I mean,
testify
you
against Donnell.
Yes.
how'd you use Pete? I know he was dead. I promise you, I made sure of it.
Yeah.
Hack didn't want the same thing to happen to him.
All right, that's great.
Yeah.
Threatening with violence. That's always what
He didn't like our bag.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
you put
did-
him in the bag. That's right.
yeah.
Our bag apparently is a magic bag that,
Each people.
eats dead people.
I mean, that's pretty handy if you ask me. I might enlist your services at some point in the future, if you know what I mean.
But we're afraid if we put too many bodies in it, it's gonna turn into the Krampus again, or turn Bro Mash into the Krampus.
I mean, I don't know how these things work, but let me know. I'll hold the bag while we feed it back. I promise I won't turn into a rumpus. By the way, I mean, you guys really just look like 4 shades of shit. Why don't you go have a seat in the back or something? I mean, my God. This is,
Can you get that bolt out of him?
yeah, it's, no, it's in there pretty, what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to push it through.
Is anyone else good at medicine?
I have healing
Yeah.
spells.
That
but
that sounds pretty good.
I don't know if I want to use a healing spell.
I
when
mean, we
he
gotta
can
get
use
it
hit
out of
dice.
there. I can yank it out, but I mean.
But we can take a short rest. There can be some hit dice. If we don't take a long rest, I'm not recuperating any spell slots. So I don't know. Depending on what we're doing the rest of the day, I may want those spell slots.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I'll just take a
Message.
short rest.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, what was that? Their pocket.
Pocket's going to hand Thoriak a small folded paper with a few notes that Thoriak might be able to read.
Okay.
Mostly just describing what happened in the conflict with Emmeline.
All right.
Just
Great.
like, can you pass that on to interested parties?
All right. Yeah. Absolutely. I know just the guy. And he tucks it in his vest. He's like, oh, by the way, look at that. And he grabs the bolt and just yanks it. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. So walk it off, mate. You might want to. No, he's fine. He's fine.
What? I said, which one am I supposed to be doing?
Also, you look
the-
really, really, really tired.
I have
Die.
so much to do.
What's
though.
your wild shape
I
thing?
know.
That's
but
what I'm
listen,
wondering.
listen.
Like,
Pocket,
does that? Because this resets my.
Bavesk is.
Oh, it probably changes your.
completely.
If you use wild shape,
I don't want to
and add
interrupt
max
Vanya
HP.
and her mate there. I'll just talk to you in a minute.
So you'll just use that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Anyway, like I was going to say to you, Bavesk is in dire need of help, and you're not going to be bloody good in this condition. So I really need you to take better care of yourself, because we don't have a lot of people like you with good hearts and cunning wits. So you take care of yourself.
Okay.
You guys make him take care of himself, right? Because we need him, and we need all of you. And thank you for what you've done so far.
Pocket is in charge of Pockets, and Pocket does what Pocket wants to do.
Look, Pocket, take better care of yourself,
Okay.
or I'll make you.
Okay.
All right, you're a good boy. He slaps you a
Yes.
little bit.
We all rested. Well,
Pockets might be out for a little bit because I want to do the long rest for him and get him
you're
some
gonna do a
food.
meal and some
Yeah, I need a
long rest.
whole Pocket will be out of commission for a little bit.
Oh, there we go.
He slides a tinker to meal. There's your rest up. It's a little warm. Sorry.
All right.
So who all is taking a long rest right now?
I'm taking a short rest.
I'm taking
Short
a
rest.
short rest.
Yeah.
I'll just take
I'm
a
sure
short
resting
rest
too.
for now because it'll be. I
9.
don't think we're doing anything at night, right? Like, and I'm with a short rest, I'm okay. Up to almost full.
I'm gonna do a hit die
I did all of my hit dice. My hit dice don't heal very much.
Thoriak walks Pocket to the back room. He tucks him in really nice.
Aw.
And fluffs up his pillow a little bit. He said, now you sleep, or I'll punch you in your face.
Okay.
All right.
I'll make you sleep.
Good boy.
I'll sleep.
I'm gonna do 2 hit die.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should do 2 hit die too.
It's not a bad idea.
And there's nothing wrong with just using them when you have them. You
Sure, you get them back pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
you get them back you get half of them back on a long rest.
Okay.
It's way better.
I mean, I can just increase my HP pretty significantly, though. I just, well, she
got
I
that
think I'm
going
okay.
Alright.
I took 1 hit die.
He goes back and he's like, so, tell me about this last guy you let. Was he a real clown? And he, Thoriak and Alette just proceed to talk shit about her last John. So are y'all healed up?
So Thoriak, acted a little hastily because, you know, they were threatening kids, and
My kind of girl.
I don't want any kids to die at my hands,
I don't want that.
either directly or indirectly. And so now there's a power imbalance, and
Yeah, there is.
I just want to talk to you about what you thought about that, who might be a good person to kind of fill in the role of a, not necessarily the syndicate, but kind of take that space so there's no other people that are nefarious coming in to swipe in that up and get that opportunity of,
I mean, there's always going to be an underworld, right? Because
yeah.
unless the Crown's Blade just spends the night in everybody's house, somebody's going to do something shitty, right?
Right.
I mean, it sounds like you killed pretty much all of the leadership of the syndicate around here.
Yeah, we got rid of the top 3.
I mean, you're probably going to scatter some to the wind, but some ambitious bastard will probably step right up and take their places, and hopefully they're not as vicious as Emmeline was. She was a right piece of shit, and I'm glad you killed her.
Yeah, she was not nice. They have been responsible for a lot of the missing people. They were selling people
Too.
to anyone who wants them for whatever reason they wanted them, including Donnell.
I mean, you got proof on that.
We do. They don't think it's enough proof to take him down.
I'll kill him myself if I got her.
Me too. I'll help.
All right. I like you more and more, elf lady. So what are we going to do about this?
Well, we know where Donnell lives. I don't know if we should maybe investigate.
That's probably what I'd do. I'd probably be a little sneaky about it. I mean,
See if we can find some more evidence.
Yeah, I think we should probably wait until Pocket's feeling better and
Yeah.
have him help us
you
with
could be
the
a
Right.
pretty good resource. I mean,
sneaky part is that.
yeah, that's a good idea. Like, I mean, I could go kick in his door, but that kind of thing is frowned upon, especially when
Right.
you look like me. I mean, people kind of expect that sort of behavior from me. And
Right. She can turn into like a bear and kick that door down as a bear.
that is fantastic. I love that. Can you see that at any time?
Well, for the most part.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's like a limit, I guess, how
Yeah.
many times you can do it in a day.
I gotta rest between. It takes a lot out of you.
That sounds exhausting. I mean, I've tried myself and I can't do it.
She can turn into all kinds of things. Like what
can.
else? Like
Yeah.
a wolf. She can
Yep.
turn into a wolf. A spider.
Spider. That's not as
Yeah.
cool as a bear. I really like the bear.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite.
Can you turn into an owl there?
I don't know. Can owlbears fly?
I mean, if you
I
throw
was like,
one
I
long enough.
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
I think they have a challenge rating probably much higher than I can do right now.
Can you eventually turn into an owl bear?
Probably. I've met one.
That means you can turn into a dire badger.
Unless they're a monstrosity and not a beast. I don't know.
I mean, they seem pretty monstrous to me, but I don't know that kind of thing. You're well aware that they are a monstrosity.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like I was thinking, like, wait a second.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to do about this power vacuum. I mean, I'm prominent around here, but I'm not really. I mean, I tiptoe on the grey side of the law a little bit,
Right.
but I'm not like. I don't know what I would do. I mean, I can try and scare these little punks a bit, but
Yeah. But you'll be looking out for the kids, I hope, no matter what
I
happens.
mean, it's keep it down, all right. I've got an image to maintain of being terrifying alive.
Sure.
I
Yes,
mean,
you're
other
very
people, trust me,
scary.
other people are
I
very scared.
find
of
you
me.
very intimidating.
Most people do.
Do an intimidation check on me.
He's using a strength modifier.
It's charisma.
Natural 1.
Yeah. Oh, very, very, very scary.
Yep. I thought so. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Seriously, thank you for being terrified. Great. So,
Should we go sell an elemental core?
I'm good with that.
Yeah. If there's any shopping y'all want to do,
I might go by the bookseller guy again and see.
we can also explore the part of town we haven't explored yet.
They might have more spells to buy. I realized in that last fight I don't have a lot of spells to use when people are punching me in the face. And I might want to get something a little better than what I've got.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna go look for something I can maybe learn.
Let's go to the shopping district.
okay. So you make your way to.
Should we sell our stuff
The
first so we have
Trinity
money? Yeah.
So yeah,
Probably.
let's go
Yeah.
to
Your home.
your home.
Your home. Okay, up in the. He's actually up in the council ward.
Yeah.
So you make your way to the council ward. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head north out of Thoriak's area, leaving Pocket behind. Get some well-deserved rest.
In very safe hands, I assume.
These are good aids. As you are walking through the town square, you see none other than Jonas Donnell and his bodyguard and a small attaché of individuals addressing a smaller crowd this time. It's not a full-blown riot. And
Vanya scratches her forehead with her middle finger.
and as you walk by, you can hear him saying, "I just find it fascinating, don't you, that Viscount Tyond publicly executed a human man yesterday? And would you believe that I just received word that 2 more human men are now being held within his garrison? Why, soon Bevesque will have no able-bodied men, it seems. It's a sad state of affairs.
Oh, well.
Racist.
Surely other peoples break the law around Bevesque, yet it would seem that the Viscount and his supporters do wish to, I don't know, silence the voices of those that would dare speak out against him, like some sort of reverse discrimination. I assure you, should you support me in the upcoming referendum, I will set Bevesque right again." And the crowd just roars, "For us, by us." That goes on for a little bit.
Does the crowd go down at all? Does it like?
He's kind of milling around, shaking hands and politicking a little
Does
bit.
someone really loud want to ask him why he is verbally supporting a known murderer of children?
Probably not an elf.
I'll ask him.
The humanist of us.
Yeah.
I don't think it would mean anything coming from me. Everyone would be like, what's this thing doing? But like, why is he defending the execution of a man who was like a known and proven murderer, serial killer, and
Hey,
thief?
Jonas, why do you like serial killers so much?
I don't think I like any serial killers.
Well, that's who was executed, so I don't see why you're
I
so
find it
defensive.
strange. Yeah, you're defending the life and crimes of known murderer Anders Hackberry, as well as Fritz, a guy who would lure people into the sewers and murder them.
You see what's happening here, people. You see that this motley group of sundry varied people that have upset the equilibrium of our town suddenly want to
Upset the equilibrium? You mean like put a serial killer, multiple serial killers away?
multiple serial killers. I
People
have
who are
no-
human trafficking?
I would-
You'd know about
What do you
that,
know about
wouldn't
that?
you?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're speaking about. Perhaps, I mean, since you breached the subject, what do you know of human trafficking, elf?
Half elf.
I don't care.
Well, we were
Probably
kidnapped and
should.
someone tried to sell us before we had somebody else help us and escape. So we were human trafficked from this town. And that's why we are so interested in cleaning up the streets of Bavesk. And
But
it seems
thanks you.
well, so Tyon thanks us quite a bit. It seems that you are more interested in keeping known human traffickers on the street and
Which makes
defending
sense,
them
'cause
and
you are
everything.
part of
you,
that ring.
you just talked
Yeah.
about just briefly in your last speech there how you should take how the humans are being silenced. Well, which voices do you want? Good, hardworking people who are not slavers getting good voices? Because I don't think you're a slaver, are you?
I
So
am certainly not.
yeah, so your voice is valuable. Is my voice valuable? Because I'm
Of course.
of course, and as well as all of the citizens, especially right
Certain-
here.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. We can all agree. So we can all agree that known murderers and slavers should be put in jail. Correct?
I agree. They should be put in jail. It's
Then why is it that you are defending them and not siding with the law? I mean, we've got a Crown's Guard right here who put a man behind bars. Why are you not condemning the actions of murderers who have killed humans as well as everybody else?
Look, I am not a spokesman. I just say it like it is. And
But
I-
Oh.
you're not saying it like it is. You're
Picking and choosing
You're picking and
facts.
choosing the facts. Yes, thank you.
Cherry picking is what we call it in my land,
Where are you from?
Gladmore.
Your land is like a day that way.
Yes.
I'm unfamiliar with that term. But
You're from like an hour away.
Yeah.
What?
regardless, I am just concerned for the well-being of my people, as anyone would be. I'm sure you are concerned with the affairs of dragon monsters and the like.
You're
Not
married to an
particularly,
elf,
no.
but you don't seem to care about elves.
I care greatly about elves. I take exception at that fact.
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll them.
I don't need to roll.
16.
16. Contrary to what he says, this man is a practiced speaker. And all you're getting is this veneer of a concerned citizen that he is projecting. Well, if there's nothing else, I have my constituents to...
Well, I have a
Oh,
question.
I have a question.
We
So
got-
why do you need to buy two people at a time? What do you do with them?
I don't buy anyone.
Yes, you
this
do.
This is preposterous. Olin, shall we...
Before you go, I do actually have a question about your policies on cleaning up crime in the streets. See, where I'm from, our crime rate is 0. We have no crime in the streets.
we should absolutely compare notes.
Please don't. Now, what is your policy?
Do you see people? Even the Dragonborn supports my policy.
I actually do not. What is your policy? So tell me, how do you plan to clean up the streets to get rid of the murderers and because right now Tyon is the only one who has worked to put these men, these awful, heinous murderers and criminals, behind bars. What would you propose to do that would be better than what Tyon is currently doing?
While Tyon's efforts are admirable, I think I would, in addition to punishing just humans, I would universally punish all perpetrators of violent crime, not just the humans in town. And the crowd goes, "Yeah, not just us."
He does punish more than just humans.
What evidence of this do you have?
Well, we
Good
were
elf?
there, and
What do you punish?
when we turned in those humans.
Those humans you seek
Yeah.
to punish so severely. I see.
I
They
punish them.
seek to punish more humans. Do you hear them?
Only murderers. Are any of you murderers?
I am not.
All right.
Then
do
you
any
have
of
nothing to worry
do
about.
any of you
have
buy
little
people?
worry. Well, I have no need to buy anyone. I have plenty of servants on my estate.
Isn't that just another? I actually need to ask you guys about how your monetary systems work. So, like, if you're paying someone to do a job, does that mean you own them here? Because where I am from, basically nobody has money per se. You just work for
you
the
kind
state.
of own them, but it's not really like formal or written. You just have to like really like.
Are they servants or are they slaves?
They're compensated. They have homes.
Do you give them more than just homes?
I don't give them homes. I give them money. They can buy their own homes.
Gotcha.
Are they paid above minimum wage?
Is there a minimum
What's a
wage?
minimum wage?
Oh, great, that answers that question.
Well, hey, I wish you all the luck in the referendum.
Thank you.
I do wonder though, like, so what if you lose? Will you say right now in front of all of these people that you will graciously accept whatever the referendum says, and you will admit defeat in this current in this cycle?
Absolutely. Should the good people of Bivesk exercise the poor judgment to support Lord Tyon, then I will absolutely acquiesce to these wishes, and I will still continue working for the efforts of the good, hardworking, honest men and women of Bivesk.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Bored with him.
Yeah.
Hey, well, we'll see. I guess you'll be in the square tomorrow, probably
full of
talking
hot
too,
air.
right?
It is, who knows, right? One does get around.
It's not that big of a city.
It is not. And he waves to the crowd. Yeah, I will set Bivesk right again, and they're just eating it up. And you guys are getting some like crusty looks from just
I'm
randos.
giving crustier looks back.
As we leave, I just am like, Emmeline sends her regards, and I walk away.
Okay.
And I just leave.
Make a perception check.
Hey, that's a 5. I think I don't think I'm proficient in that.
Unless you've got like a +7.
It's a 5.
It seems that he seems to not even notice.
Did I notice anything? Oh,
Sure, make a perception check. This will be the other one.
Oh, a 6. Sorry.
You notice nothing.
12. No, 13.
13. His right eye twitches just a little bit.
Okay.
Just at the mention of that.
My smirk.
He doesn't notice. He's trying to get out of town. You guys are bad for PR.
Alright. Well, let's go to your home.
Okay. So you make your way up to the castle ward, otherwise uninterrupted, and you go straight to your homes.
Yeah.
His daughter is behind the till, and she greets you.
Her name was, I have that somewhere. Hildra?
Hildra, yes. You have a fantastic memory.
I have a book.
That's handy and a little creepy.
Yes. It's hard to remember all the things we need to remember. We did a favor for your father.
Oh dear God, are you okay?
Yeah, yes. It's not that big of a deal. We fought an earth elemental,
Yeah, that was easy comparatively.
and we got its core. And
Punched me unconscious. Easy.
You're fine now.
Hold that thought. Father, these poor people that have been running errands for you are back, and you hear heavy footsteps coming from a ways in the back, and you hear like some scraping and some grasp, like, oh bloody hell! And he kind of leans out the door. Hello, it's good to see you again, all of you.
I'm gonna casually toss this earth elemental core in the air.
Did you have that? I thought. Perhaps.
Yes.
Okay, great. That's exactly what I needed. Thank you very much. I would love to purchase that off of your person.
How much was that for?
I believe it was 120 gold pieces. Was
I thought
that?
it was 200.
My memory
I
fails
thought
me.
it was like at least 300.
300?
I'm pretty sure it was something more.
Was that
It
about?
was.
Some of us did almost die getting it.
I am so sorry. I mean, those earth elementals, they are mighty constructs, are they not?
In fact, I don't think any group other than ours could have possibly gotten this for
Certainly
you.
not. I have asked a handful of other people, and they have simply laughed in my face. So,
And if we hung on
Many
to it
other
until like
groups of people
Gladmore, I
have-
bet
Yeah,
we
we
could
could
get more
see,
money.
yeah.
there
See
may be
some in
individuals
Gladmore
that laughed in my face.
Yeah.
That we don't get a lot of parties of exactly 5 traipsing through Bivesk.
Party
I'm
of
assuming
5.
it-
That could be our name.
I'm assuming in Gladmore they get like fewer people out from like the wilds that would
Yeah.
have an earth elemental core.
Yeah.
So we could
sell
probably
it for a
find
lot
like an
more.
enchanter there.
That
would be-
I'm sure you would have a hard time finding a master potion smith such as Bjorn.
I
it's
hear
a
Gladmore is a massive city. It's like the
It
biggest
is
city
big.
on the
That's where I'm
continent,
from.
isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I mean, I would hate to see it fall into the hands of someone less skilled than myself.
Yeah, but if they pay better, like,
Well,
we
I
don't
mean,
really care.
what kind of compensation are you seeking? I would
300? 300?
Make a any persuasion check, and you can assist
Okay.
with that good ass story.
It's not a story.
Does
It's
that mean I'm
probably
rolling
true.
at an
It's
advantage?
probably true.
No, he is rolling, and you are rolling.
Okay.
Oh, we're both rolling.
I have +4 to
You are helping.
persuasion.
Oh, I'm helping.
11.
Well, I was help. Oh, so if I'm helping, do I
persuasive.
roll or
Yeah, you're rolling.
No.
Guidance of
Persuasive.
Airdrie upon you.
Great.
Oh no.
Oh god.
2?
Okay.
Shout out to the 2 crew.
Too true. It wasn't a 1.
You got a. I'm sorry.
11.
Look, 300 is a bit rich for my blood.
290?
I would be prepared to offer you. Look, you guys look a little disheveled. It clearly was a difficult fight.
Well, yes.
It literally
Yeah.
punched me until I was unconscious. It stepped on my head.
Yeah. They used all my spell slots.
I'm not aware of what a spell slot is.
That's how she
but-
talks about her magic. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any
sense. I remember this one. She talks about birds. So
She talks
what
about
I would
slots
be
a
prepared to
lot.
do, I would offer you 200 gold pieces, or you can wait around for a little bit, and I will give you one of the potions I plan on making from this.
Okay.
What-
200 and the potion?
What kind of
Yeah,
potions
what
are
kind
they?
of potion?
If my calculations are correct, this is the first time I've had an opportunity to tinker with a elemental earth core, but I believe I can make a potion that will make your skin hard as stone. And if this works,
That might be good for you, Bromash. You're squishy.
then
You better.
for a short time one might find themselves very resistant to physical damage.
You're very squishy, and that might be good for you.
I'll just hide better.
You wanted something that would prevent you from getting punched in the face as much.
But more permanently is what I'm hoping.
Why not take
for.
the money and the potion?
Yeah.
I'm not offering the money in the potion. I
Oh,
believe I
money
can sell
or
this
the
potion
potion?
by itself for much more than I'm even
We want the
offering you.
money, right?
Yeah, I think we need the money.
Or there's always that potion master in Gladmore.
That's true.
I mean, good luck. Good luck. If I feel like 200 is a fair
About
offer.
250.
I'm sorry. This is quite abnormal. I would offer
Alright.
you 200, or you may keep your elemental earth core.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
All right. Good luck. Good luck. Bid you farewell.
Alright, damn it. I was trying to be like
You already rolled. What are you doing?
I'm trying to be deceptive. I was trying to do some deception there, like bluffing that we're about to leave.
Sure. Give it a shot. give me a deception roll.
I also have +4 on that. 13.
Well, good luck in. And, my offer stands. I mean, it's a
Okay.
fine object, but.
I wonder if we could get him to go for 200 gold and maybe a lesser potion,
Like a healing potion.
something like that.
As we are walking out the door, do you want to offer that?
I might like stage whisper it so that Bjorholm could definitely hear.
Okay. Make a performance check.
Okay, that's gonna go well.
Guidance of Airdrie upon you.
Thanks. I need it.
Thanks.
In this shop, are there any like books at all that maybe
God.
No.
you're not reading?
10.
I don't believe, he whispers to Hildra, that he would go for that.
Are there in this shop? Is it just like potions and stuff, or are there perhaps any books of magic or anything?
He's got books there all on herbology and potion making and various and sundry animal pieces and the magical properties of certain creatures all over the continent.
Okay, so it's not really my thing.
Depends on what you're
There's just the
interested in.
one
If you're-
bookstore.
If you're interested in making potions, he might be able to help you out.
Yeah.
But other than that, no. This is an apothecary. It's got pieces of things.
Should we just take the 200? Alright. Okay, we'll take the 200.
You'll just, It does seem that you want to part with it, don't you? Fine. Since you have a member of the Crown's Blade with you, I suppose I will do my due diligence as a citizen and offer you a fair price of 190 gold pieces.
What?
All right. Was it? And he'll just slaps him on the back of the head a little bit. 200 gold pieces. Fine.
Great.
Take it and.
Everyone put your 40 gold, including Pocket, who isn't here. Just do it because we might not
Preemptively.
remember later.
Would there happen to be any notable book
That turtle guy.
Well, yeah, but he didn't have much in the way of books with spells in them that I could learn from. He had one thing, I think. Is there anybody else in the city that you would know of who is of the arcane schooling that I could perhaps purchase any books there? I know it's not the biggest city.
I think it's all right. Cormonton actually gets quite a bit of stock inside and out. There have been times I've tried to come back later for purchasing a book, and it was gone and was replaced with something else. So
Maybe check back
Visit
with
Cormonton.
so
Plus,
he's
Cormonton's
rather
pretty
connected,
cool.
and so if you're indeed looking for something specific,
turtle
he's also
cool.
secretive. don't trust him when he says things are all of what he has in stock. He is a collector.
No, he's got some weird stuff in there, and
You don't know the half of it. Cormonton is an odd man, but he's good. He's a kind man. And he pays full price for all of his potions. And he kind of scowls around a little bit.
We've paid full price for potions.
Fine. He goes back into the back and ducks through the door. One of the antlers on his cowl scrapes under the door a little bit and pulls his hood back a little bit. You can see his slicked back black hair. And bother. And he goes back and starts. You can see him just kind of smirking a little bit as he holds the earth elemental cord and goes back into his workshop.
I'm gonna ask, is it Hildra?
Hilder, yeah.
So is he always like that?
Yeah, Father is he's a bumbling man, but he is the most skilled apothecary in the land. He has earned his reputation. He's cheap ass, I think is the term. Is it
Yeah,
cheap ass?
that's
Pact of
definitely.
the cheap ass.
He's taken pact of the cheap ass. That is his religion. No, he's always like that. He's always
Curious.
making curiosities. Sometimes I have to taste test, and
Oh,
that doesn't always work out great. But he's good about repairing any damage he causes.
okay. Well, if you ever need a healer,
Sure.
Let me know.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I keep my own stock of these little healing potions just in case. But thank you. Yes,
Oh,
I
that's
much
smart.
appreciate that. Yes. Well, sorry about all of him.
nah, it's fine. We probably should have pushed, but hey, 200.
No,
is pretty good.
I was rooting for you. I really was.
The problem is we've given a lot of our gold away to children recently, so we're hoping to make
That's
some of
also
that,
true.
I
part of that
understand.
back.
I'm sorry. I mean,
Also, I gave a little bit of gold a silver to Fritz before I realized he was a horrible serial
God,
killer.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
pretty.
Yeah, we were new in town.
He's not even allowed in here. In fact, he's
Oh.
dead. He's definitely not allowed in here now.
All right, where's your next
I
bookstore?
think let's go visit
For
Cormonton.
Bramash?
Okay.
yeah, just to see if there's anything, because now I have enough money to buy stuff. When we went there before, I had 20 gold.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are finished in the castle ward. Nothing else going on up there. Okay. We had. Are you heading to the Turnery Market then?
Where's Cormonton? He's Cormonton's
Cormonton
in there
is-
next to
yeah.
Deirdre's
den or whatever?
Not quite next to it, but yeah,
Okay.
he's there. That's where he's at the Rousing Quill. He is at the in the southern part of the Prairie Market.
Good.
Do you guys think that Pocket is pretending to sleep and he's really over at Deirdre's den reading?
No, I think he's asleep. He was awake all night.
Yeah, I think he looked in too rough shape for even that.
Yeah, it's
honestly.
dark in there.
But maybe we could get him a present. He went through one of those other books that he was looking
Yeah.
at.
What book did you buy?
He bought something about a Warforged. I don't know. I wasn't interested.
We can ask Deirdre. She probably
Yeah.
remembers what he was interested in.
I looked at it. Well, I don't remember what's in it though.
I don't
That
know.
was a Warforged.
Yeah.
I believe it was the pneumatic one. I don't even quite recall.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into Deirdre's den.
Okay.
wanna
Deirdre's
go
is kind of
on
on the way
Yeah.
Okay.
from where you're. So, do you want to stop in Deirdre's?
Book for Pocket.
Okay.
Bad. As far as I know, this is all that I know he likes. So
Great. So you walk in Deirdre's. It's dimly lit. There are red lanterns lighting the interior.
Are we looking for the dirtiest book?
I don't
Most
know.
romantic? What are we looking for?
I'm actually gonna ask her if she has any books that aren't just erotica, but are in fact useful for a skilled spellcaster to maybe
Great.
cast some spell that can charm people or put them
You could learn Entangle. That's a great one for.
I was thinking more stuff like hypnotic pattern and stuff like that, but yeah, whatever. I don't even know what level that spell is, but does she have anything at all, or is she
Okay.
just into smut?
Gotcha.
And it could be both smut and a spell. It doesn't matter at this point.
It's a very informative.
So you asked her this?
Yeah.
Spell.
It's good to see you again. Do I have anything for those who would like to, I don't know, project a different appearance or anything? I don't know. And she mutters something under her breath a little bit, and you see before you a very curvaceous female dragonborn. With red skin and a kind of a drapey but still very revealing robe. What kind of images are you wanting to see?
No, I think you completely misunderstand what I am.
I kind of
what I'm
like
here.
elbow and giggle.
No, I'm looking for something.
Callisto.
So this would be something to to not just trick myself or
How do you tell a
project somewhere.
dragonborn is blushing?
I would want something that is more like I would cast a spell at somebody else, and that person would then be mesmerized or be unable to move or something like that.
That is not my purview. You see, consent is important around here.
So I'm more expecting so if a large man with two swords is trying to attack me,
Okay.
I can use this spell.
Against his consent.
Well,
Certainly.
Yeah.
the man's trying to kill me, and this will daze him, and he'll just be oh, and in his mind he'll be looking at boobs or something. I don't know, and
Like we all are.
and then he will be unable to fight. Because I don't want people hurting each other here. I don't want people hurting me. So if you don't have anything like that,
Her image kind of flickers back. Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. I could show you what I did. I have a manuscript of that, if you are interested.
what was that you had?
And she shows you a scroll. That it doesn't look like the other arcane scrolls you've seen.
Let's get more pictures.
It's a little more graphic. It's leather bound. It's kind of nice. It's in a red velvet leather bound case, and it is a scroll of disguise self.
It's a first level spell, right?
It is.
Would this be a single use one, or is this a book I could learn from?
This is a book you can learn from.
All right. How much for the disguise self?
You've been doing good in Bivesk. You have people have noticed. Normally this would go for 300.
Guidance of Airdrie.
I would give this to you for 200 gold pieces.
200
I
gold
know
pieces.
It's much, but
I'm gonna check somewhere else, and then I will remember. I'll be back by the end of the day. Can you just hold on to it until the end of the day?
I will hold on to it for as long as you need.
Thank you. I'm gonna check somewhere else to see if they have what I need per se.
I mean, I have many things, but you're looking for this specifically.
Yeah, I'm not looking for most of what you have in here. I'm sorry about that. I'm looking
You
for
never
things
know
like
what you're looking for.
And I think I know what I'm looking for. But thank you.
Can I help any here?
Yeah, remember our shifty friend that
Oh,
was
how
in
could
here?
I forget?
Yeah, he got he's fine, but he got beat up pretty badly, and so I wanted to.
Rough evening.
Like,
Yeah.
get well present.
She
I wanted
winks at you a
to-
little bit.
I wanted to maybe buy him another one of your books since he seemed to like the other one so much.
He liked pneumatic throbbing. That was a good one. That was a good one. Well, what is he into?
I don't really know.
He
What's
speaks
your
Minotaur.
favorite?
Oh, my favorite. I am a fan of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and the Two Halflings and the Lizard Man and the Orc with triplets. I like that one quite a bit.
Do you have anything with minotaurs in it?
Minotaurs? No, but I'm sure I
Oh.
could
Minotaurs.
commission such an event. I find that fascinating.
Yeah.
It occurred to me he has like some knowledge. Maybe he had a girlfriend who was a minotaur or something. And that's why he speaks minotaur. I don't know why, but he speaks that. That would be cool. Right?
That's fantastic.
Look, I think they also speak abyssal, which I don't see the use of that language.
Minotaurs speak abyssal, or
Yeah,
By
they
that
do.
reasoning, does that mean I've dated? So I speak Celestial and Draconic and Elvish and Infernal. Does that mean I've like?
Have you?
No,
Have you?
I have never ever. Only human. Only human.
Okay.
Anyways, so probably not the Snow White one.
not the Snow White one? Okay,
what else you got?
he's into minotaurs. Then.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think Bramash would know better than any of
I
us.
don't. Don't trust me on this.
Okay. Well, let's see here. Let me look in the back. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, just let me know.
He,
What would be a good title for a Minotaur?
she goes
Minotaur
in.
Man.
She goes in the back, and she's like, "I have found it just the thing, and I believe your friend would love this. It's called Utterly Satisfying.
Fantastic.
It's a little raunchy. It's not everyone's taste. There's
That's-
lots of
I'm sure
bodily
he'll love
fluid talk.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I could part with it for 50 silver.
Okay, yeah, easy.
You're a good friend. That's lots of trust. Can I interest any of the rest of you in anything? Anything?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'll probably peek over his shoulder at his book, though.
Whatever you're into.
I don't know. There's no internet in this city.
I do have this net right here. It's got little fastenings on it, and it's good for suspending one's partner.
I think I'm apparently interested in female dragonborn, but I
Yeah.
didn't know that until
You
later.
like that, did you?
More
It's
than
one
I
of my
thought I
favorites.
would.
It's a thing. Is there anything else I can do?
Best city.
That's all I've got for now.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go visit Cormonton now.
Good luck on your search, and thank you for all you've done for the best.
Yeah, and maybe we'll be back for that scroll.
Should you
Is
need...
there like, what's Cormonton? A turtle?
He's a Taurus.
It's Cormonton is a turtle.
Do you have turtle stuff? Just out of curiosity, not that I want any.
I do. It's called Beaked Interests. It is more of a meeting etiquette tone,
Okay.
but it's...
I think you
Want
That's
to
fascinating.
quiz her about like titles of things. Do you have anything for tieflings?
Tieflings? Oh, I do not. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I would think that would be a more common one.
One would think it's a
Sure.
bit obvious. People like there's halflings.
Oh,
It's-
we would
it's-
have
yeah,
them?
but I don't really support it because I will do business with halflings for the halfling literature.
Based off of a tiefling. I've never met a tiefling.
Oh,
There's a tiefling. He's a juggler down in the Ternary.
Oh, I guess I didn't see him.
I speak infernal, so I can talk to tieflings.
Don't they speak common?
Some of them do. Some of them speak Infernal. Most of them speak
Thank
Infernal.
you so much.
Yes, absolutely.
We appreciate it.
I mean,
I'm
you
sure-
should- I
I'll
can-
let you know if our friend really loves this
I'll
one.
keep
I'm sure.
an eye out for some tiefling literature for your friend. She seems quite curious, which is a good trait.
I was just trying to hear your titles of your books because I just find them interesting.
Well, I can't take credit for them. I just am a purveyor of fine goods and services.
Do you have elf ones?
I do have elfin ones. I mean, they're in Elvish. Do you speak Elvish?
I do.
Oh, do you really?
I mean, I am
I guess
half
I do
elf.
too. I am also half elf. What if I talk myself into it?
I'm trying to see Jesse come up with some naughty names on the spot.
You're a nightmare of player.
I also speak Elvish.
Everyone speaks Elvish.
Yeah, I
And
speak
she
Elvish.
mutters something with too many syllables and too many consonants, and you guys all blush. And then you leave the store.
If we're gonna ask you
Alright.
any more titles.
Cormy's.
It's all THs and Fs.
Lots of F's.
Lots.
It was utterly what?
Utterly satisfied.
Okay, I'm adding that to my inventory for now.
Lots of bodily fluid exchanges in that one. That's
Do we need to get
not
any
for the
more like?
faint of heart.
So before we go get books or anything, does anybody need like? Since we have money, like, do we have enough for better armor?
I got
or
that
stuff?
armor off Emily. That's really cool.
So you got.
don't we?
No, that's fine. I asked.
Amend it? Oh.
Yeah.
So you got. Do you wear armor?
You might want
can-
some upgraded armor.
I would love
Upgrade-
some
I don't know.
upgraded armor.
I can't wear
leather.
anything.
I bet you can
I
get
can wear
some
Light armor.
some of the same
Oh.
armor I
You remember
have.
from Pocket's descriptions, and he showed you he had some fine studded leather armor that was
Some
better than his
splint
standard
armor.
leather armor that you know as your through your wanderings as a druid that you can wear if that's something that appeals to you. And I believe you can also equip a shield if you want.
Are there any shields that are better than my shield?
Where are you going?
To the armor.
Well, do we want to look?
Well, she
you
wants
said
better armor.
You said before the armor was really expensive.
Yeah. But we didn't have as much money then.
Yeah,
But
but I'm
wasn't
pretty
it
sure
like
it was like
3,000
yeah, in
gold
the
or something
thousands.
insane?
I don't think
It was in
that
the.
much
All
yet.
right.
I think we all pooled all of our money together, but then we'd be fully broke.
Do we recall the prices Pocket told us when he visited
For
for like a splint armor?
Pocket actually didn't go to
You two. You went.
that was you.
That was me. Does me remember?
Let me see if you does remember here. We'll say that you does remember. Let me go to Koroks here, and make a just a history check for me real quick for fun.
That's a thing I don't have.
That's fine. It's a low DC.
-1. Natural 20.
Nice.
19.
For some reason, you have this encyclopedic knowledge of everything that Kurok mentioned to you, and including all of the side topics that he talked to you about. You remember that as far as are you asking about the heavy armors he had?
Yeah, the splint. Did he have like a splint?
You remember that he had splint mail for 200 gold pieces.
Okay.
And you remember that he had full plate for 1,500 gold pieces.
Okay, and do I remember his shield prices if he had shields?
You remember that he had a standard shield for 10 gold pieces, and you remember that he had a +1 shield for 1,500 gold pieces.
Rich for my blood. Me too.
And
But
you also
200
remember that he
was
had
what?
multiples of all of these. You also remember that the full plate had a fur lining, and he was proud of the fact that it offered cold resistance.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Do you want to check out that splint mail for 200?
What is the split mail
It'll
like?
bump up your AC one.
Is it better than my chainmail?
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
This is all things that Vanya is relaying to you
Great.
with her natural 20.
Then yeah, I'm interested in that split mail. 200? Was that?
And Koroks is right next door, as you recall.
So shall we go to Koroks?
to,
Check out that split
the
mail. You
Rousey
can try it
Quill.
on. You don't have to buy.
We don't need Deirdre's Den open anymore. Or your hole.
It was a good time though.
So it's going to be good. Okay. Where are we going first?
Koroks.
All right. So Koroks is just past the Rousing Quill, but right next door. Behind the counter, you see Kurok and his assistant kind of laughing and playing cards together. I'll get you next time.
Guidance of fair trade upon you.
What can I
Right,
do
kind
for
of
you? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Negotiating.
Good to see you. Finally came into some gold.
I'm
wanted
glad to hear
to
that. That's good
wanted
for everybody.
to see if you still had that splint mail available.
That's yeah.
And I don't know if you've heard, but we've been doing a lot to like clean up the town. We've got locked up some bad people.
And the young half-orc girl kind of like nudges him. Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I hear.
I just didn't know if
We
That
got
would-
heroes discount or
I
anything.
do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I mean, people like myself, it's getting increasingly difficult.
It probably look good for people like us to, represent your
wearing,
armor.
yeah.
It's like a sponsorship.
You'll find a lot of my armors in this town, but yeah.
But on
absolutely.
the
but
heroes
rarely
of
on
the
such
town?
heroes.
That's a bold claim, but
I mean, we
did
say
take
people
down-
from Fritz and the top 3 people of the syndicate. That's a pretty big claim. It's a real claim.
I wasn't aware that you took out the syndicate. That's
Yes, the top 3.
Even got
Emmeline
Emmeline's
Sylvester,
sword.
I think
her,
was the
her
one.
ridiculous looking sword. Show him the sword.
You
I
have
do
a
have the
sword.
Yeah.
You
I'm gonna
might-
pull out her sword.
Okay. Oh, that's one of mine. That's great. That's
jeez.
that's silver. That's we'll cut right through.
Yeah, one of these is silvered.
apparitions and devils and I don't know, lots of things that are vulnerable to. See the curvature. That's an orcish longsword. That's from my people. So I may it sever many have had for you. That's I don't remember selling that to you, but it's a good sword. It's fine.
Yeah, I got it off of Emmeline.
To the victor go the spoils. I like
Also, her armor. Check it out.
that. I've seen that armor before
Yeah.
too. She had a pretty penny, didn't she? She didn't come in here herself. She must have had an underling purchase that for her. But that's one of mine. There's another one just like it right over there. The red piping. I like red.
Want to try it on?
What can I do for her? Would you like to purchase something? I've got some.
Yeah, I'd like to take a look at that splint mail.
All right. I have. Sure. And he hands it to you. I've got some weapons as well in the back if you like. That's. Tula, would you help her get that all fastened up? Fits you like a charm. Looks great.
Great.
Can I send that home with you?
How much was that?
Well, let's see. Make me an offer. I usually ask about 200 gold pieces, but Tula seems to have taken a liking to you. So what do you think is reasonable?
I mean, I don't want to run you out of business. Obviously,
Appreciate that.
it's great armor. I'd say, would you take 175?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Great.
175. It's all yours. Thank you for what you're doing for my town.
Happy to do it. Sweet.
It's good to see a human that.
It isn't like the Baron, am I
That's-
right?
You're very direct, aren't you? It's good.
Yeah, I don't know how else to be.
That's fine. I respect that. I respect it. It's just nice to be treated with dignity from one of your people. It's becoming increasingly rare. Thank you.
Sorry to hear that. If you ever need any help, let us know.
Thank you. I will.
I'm pretty good at taking things out.
That's
Bad things.
As I recall,
Just
you,
bad
you
things.
mentioned you had killed an owlbear.
did,
That's
yeah.
it's more than I can boast myself. That's impressive. Can I interest you in any weapons or anything like that?
Do you have anything better than I show my Warhammer that's similar?
You know, I have an enchanted one of those. It's orcish. It's not yours. It's elven make, I can tell.
Yes.
It's not as beautiful, but it's effective.
How much?
I'm asking 2,800 gold pieces for
I
this.
definitely don't have that much money.
I understand. It's not.
Yeah.
is not for everyone, but the cost of enchantment is great.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well,
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
offer you
Maybe in
a
the
hero's
future.
discount, but it will still be.
A little much for me. Thank you, though.
Yes, thank you. Is there anything else I can do for you?
no, I'm sure we'll be back once we've got a little bit more coin
Should you
in our
need
pocket.
repairs or anything like that, embellishments, it'll be on the house.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for your patronage. And his assistant, who's a half-orc girl, and she looks up to be, you can't quite tell because she's tall, but she's lanky for a half-orc. And as she's handing you the package, she puts her hand on your shoulder, just says, and she runs back behind the counter. She's kind of blushing.
All right. So do you want to go talk to Cormonton?
Yeah.
Great.
See how he's been doing.
Right next door. Okay.
Remember the voice.
That one's a hard one to forget. Okay. So you walk in, and it's an immediate scene of chaos as Cormonton is bickering with Otara, his assistant. And he's like, "No, I swear to God, Otara, I set it right here just a moment ago. I cannot find it. What did you do with it?" And she's like, I promise you, Cormonton, I didn't touch it. Oh, it was right here. Oh, my goodness. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you again.
I couldn't help but-
Vanya.
Yes.
And Juniper. And Bramash. And hold on, Callisto. Where is your friend Pookie?
He's sleeping.
Pookie's not here.
Well, it's good to see you. Welcome back. More questions about dreams, is it, young Juniper?
What were you looking for just now? Is there something we can help
I
you
was
with?
looking for my monocle. I like to wear it. It makes me look distinguished.
Can I look around and see if I can spot his monocle?
Absolutely, make an investigation check.
Is it a magical monocle?
I think it's rather magical.
14?
14.
Is it on him? Please tell me it's on.
So he's like, look, I had it just sit and it's stuck in like one of the scoots of his shell, like right in the back. It's.
Here you
I
go.
think, Otara, I should hire her. He puts it on. So what can I do for you, fine people?
I'm looking to maybe buy some spell books to learn more spells.
I do sell spell books. What
Yeah.
kind of thing might I interest you in?
Well, I'm looking for something that might, like, take someone who's trying to hurt me or somebody else and like make them like incapacitate them in some way.
Protective, sort of illusory skill. Or
No, I'm thinking I don't like the illusion stuff. I'm thinking more like I do something to them and they're like knocked on the ground or they're like they're dazed or they can't see.
For what school of magic would you be looking for? You said the illusory spells were not.
No, but
your
like
forte.
I remember once when I was a kid, my sister kept doing this thing to me that would make me laugh uncontrollably.
Oh, I do have such a thing.
And I hated it.
Certainly.
And she was really mean about it. And there was that. There was also something that my mom could do, and it was like I don't even know. It was like she would just like look me in the eyes, and like my mind would just like it was like a psychic thing or something. I don't even know what she was doing. There was something like that. I don't know the names of any of the
Certainly,
spells
they
because they weren't wizards. They did.
what
they
kind
did.
of magical user is your mother?
She, I think, was just born with a lot of really good magic.
Sorcerer.
Yeah, she spends a lot of time outside, I think, getting struck by lightning.
That's
And yeah,
terrifying.
I think she can control the weather. I don't know.
She's an onyx dragonborn like yourself, I would assume.
No, actually, she married she married my father, but she is a different. She's blue.
She's blue. Fantastic. Well, I do have some things that I could. Hold on one moment. Oh, Tara, do you mind helping me out? And she kind of rolls her eyes. Be right back. And he opens the door to his private stash that you guys had seen before. And he says,
All the weird cult books and stuff.
And you hear just shuffling, and you hear bickering. And Notara pokes her head out. Just one moment, sorry. She pokes her head back in. And you hear, Eureka! What does that mean, Otari? She's like, I don't know. I don't know, Cormonton. And he comes out and he's got 2 spell tomes. He's like, I don't know exactly what you're looking for. This tome, I've got no use for it. I've tried to read it myself, and it makes no sense to me. But this is a spell that it would allow you to create an image in the mind of another, from what I understand and what I have
Like
gathered.
the boobs. You
Well,
wanted.
I suppose they could be
That's what he wanted.
bosoms. My people actually don't have those. I don't quite understand the fascination with the glands that you have upon the front of...
Yeah, my
Sorry, I hear...
don't have them either.
But why did you mention boobs to?
Because she was the one who did the thing
Yeah.
with the
You're nervous.
no. No, it's just it's weird that she would think to do that. No, anyway,
This
continue.
is a fascinating one. Should you choose to learn this and commit it to misery? No, memory, Otara, and you could put an image of something dastardly in somebody else's mind, and should they perceive that whatever, like. I don't know, a surly elf woman was hitting them with a hammer, they would receive damage to their psyche, and it's a fascinating spell. You said you were not interested in illusory magic, but
This is different. This is. I don't want to just like make an illusion. I want to like do something in their mind. This doesn't seem.
It is my understanding that the victims of this spell, it may not damage them, but it may damage them quite severely. Should the illusion that you...
How much for that one?
It says fine, and it is one of a kind in my collection. I could part with it. I could part with it for
50 gold.
Oh, that's... You Dragonborn are funny. I tell you what, I could be convinced to part with it for not a gold piece less than 350 gold.
What? No. This is not. We're not talking about high level like important spell casting here. We're talking.
I don't know. I'm not a spellcaster. What would you say is a fair price? It is not 50 gold. I don't try to.
Well,
put that on
so
me,
like, so if it's like a really low level basic thing, right? About 50 gold would be fair. If it's something a little better than that, like like a tier 2 spellcaster would use, maybe like 100 gold or something. That would make sense. I mean, I have to take the time because you have to remember I have to eat extra costs on this. I can't just remember this spell. I'm not a sorcerer. I have to write down the spell. I have to use magic inks. I got to use special paper. Do you see my book
I sell
here?
the paper in the back.
I know you sell it because
Tell you what, I will provide. I don't know, 50 gold in-store credit. Should you purchase this for 150 gold pieces?
How much is it? What is the other book you have?
This one, it's a fascinating spell. It's devious in nature. It's trickery. It's from what I understand, one mutters. They focus through their focus or their material components, and then they mutter a phrase, and the intended victim finds it hilarious.
Exactly.
Yes, debilitatingly.
I know exactly what you're talking about here. I've had a lot of experience with that spell.
Okay.
It's been done to me hundreds of times.
That is ghastly. I am sorry. I could part with this particular tome for 60 gold pieces.
Okay. So could I do both for 160 then?
All right, but no in-store credit.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
You
I'll buy
have
both.
made yourself a deal, young
Perfect.
Dragonborn. Thank
Perfect.
you very much.
What is the name of that other spell?
That other spell is Phantasmal Force.
Phantasmal Force.
It's
Okay.
a level 2 illusion spell.
I wish that divination spells were good, but they're all real. There's not many of them, it turns out.
Did you see that, Otara? He just bought it. He didn't even bargain at all. You asked for much more money than that, Clementon.
Okay, and then I have to buy all the components to learn these two spells. I will, I guess, what time of day is it right now?
4 p.m.
Cool. I'm gonna, I guess, buy it's a level 2 spell you said.
It's level
Hideous
2.
Laughter's level 1. Perfect. I will then buy from him all of like the paper and stuff and components.
Materia. Right. Otara, how much would you say that he needs? How much would you like? I'm not sure with what means you.
Well, according to this book here, that players have to go by.
Sure.
It's 50 gold per spell level. So I need 150 gold worth of stuff.
150 gold with it. Do we have enough of that paper in the back, Otara? She's like, it's in the front comment, and it's right.
Mm-hmm.
You're nearly touching it. And she just hands it to you. She's like, here you go.
So how much is it for all like the inks and
He's like,
everything?
I should say it would be 30 gold pieces. And she's like, no, it would be, I'm sorry, it would be 150 gold pieces for the necessary components. And he's like, are you sure? It's certainly just paper, Otara. Hold on, just one moment. Do you mind if I... And she's like, no.
How does this place stay open? He doesn't know what's.
He's just really passionate about books.
Alright, that's fine.
And he's really the only game in town unless you like adult material. So
No, yeah.
Yeah, we already bought one of those and I'm gonna pull out utterly.
that's a good one.
Alright, cool. Well, I'm gonna go back and learn all of these before bed.
Okay. Do we want to, the three of us, kind of, I think a part of town we haven't explored yet. Do we just kind of want to walk around?
You recall that there are a couple of shops that you haven't visited yet from this trip to Bavesque.
Okay. Do you guys want to...
Yeah, I'd be interested.
Yeah, go check out those
Poking
other
my head in.
shops.
Okay, the closest one to you in the Ternary Market is Winkle's Sweets.
Ooh.
And it is just a sweet shop. It is. You have noticed that there is a heavy, almost caramel smell in the air, and you think that is probably due to that.
Okay.
Isn't there a bestiary around here? We can go look at the cute animals.
Yeah. Okay. You can maybe look at some animals you can turn into potentially.
Yeah. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go to the look at animals.
Okay. All right. So
See if there's anything she hasn't seen before that she could turn into.
Hey, cat.
cool. And make a all three of you make a history check.
Okay.
Guidings of Eridre upon you. 5. I have -1 to history.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's a 19. I also have a nat.
Oh, 21.
Okay, so Vanya kind of marches around a little bit looking for the bestiary.
Which is weird because I'm the only one who had like scoured this town before.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't know.
And Juniper kind of goes, don't think it's here. And Callisto's like, yeah, it's in the castle ward. It's in the castle ward. So You guys
That's right.
make your way to the castle one?
Sure.
Okay.
Going all over town.
You are. That's okay. So you make your way. You kind of stop a guard on the way because it's kind of in the easterly quarter of the castle ward. You see a quaint-looking building with kind of a smallish storefront, large glass windows, a door in the front, and it says in colorful and playful text above the door, Beasel's Bestiary. And you see a gnomish gentleman with a shiny bald head and very kind eyes standing behind the counter. He's got a cotton candy, like almost pinkish beard. And he greets you. He's like, "Hey, I'm Basil. Barton Basil. Welcome to my shop."
Hi.
"Hello, hello. How are you?"
I'm great. How are you?
"Always great. Thank you very much. What can I interest you in? Are you looking for a little mate, little companion?"
Possibly.
Oh. Animals. Pets.
I mean, what else could it be?
I mean,
We just came from
I
Deirdre's.
just got excited.
Oh, okay. There are frequently kids in and out of here, so we can.
Yeah. Different kind of companions. Our mind was in the gutter, sorry.
I was just excited about having a pet.
Out front's the house pets. If you need a horse or two, the stable's out back. So it kind of depends on what you're after.
Do you have anything unusual?
Do I have? That's my speciality.
Well, great.
All right. So it depends on how exotic you want to go. We've
How
got
exotic do you go?
We've got pretty exotic stuff. We've got stuff from all the way over by Andorra. We've got some giant fire beetles from the Whitlands. They make pretty good pets. A little aggressive, maybe more of a look, don't touch situation. And he sticks his hand in the cage and something snaps at him. I've got just this is a kitten. I don't know if your people like these, but I think he's bloody cute. And he gives him a little kiss on the head, and he puts him back. I've got a mastiff puppy. And he's going to be real big now. You got to look out for him, but he's pretty going to be formidable and take care of himself. He eats a lot, and he likes to sleep a lot. And he's got big jowls, and he kind of tickles the top of his head. I call this one a grittin. Some people call them meowls, but basically it's and he hands you this. He just hands it to you, and initially you think you're getting a cat, and it looks up at you and it's got the head of an owl.
Oh. Owl cat.
And now I call him a grittin. It's like a griffin, but a kitten.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
I like it.
It's
pretty
cute.
And they get pretty big. They're really smart. They're really, really smart. You can teach them all
like
kinds of
birds.
things.
Ooh.
I've got.
can
Oh,
be
look
the-
at these little
you can be
guys.
the
These guys are
Griffin
trouble.
Yeah.
These guys come as a pair because they're a real pain in the ass. These is giant badger pups, and they, they eat all the time. They're always trying to dig out of the cage. They're adorable. They're friendly. But I got to tell you, they're really hard to keep track of. I've got, let's see, what have I got? I've got this flying snake over here. I'm kind of partial to him. I don't really want to let him go. You'd have to talk me out of him because he's kind of my buddy.
So you've got badgers and you've got snakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what you're getting at. I'm sorry. And Burmesh is there, right? Or is he?
I went back.
Okay, so it's just the three of you.
Yeah.
So, is there anything I can interest you, lovely ladies, in, or is it just you can pet them too. Sometimes they just like to be petted, and I encourage that as long as you're kind to them.
How much is the grittin?
Grittin's super cute.
Oh, there's my favorite, and there's three of them.
Okay.
There's three of us. Oh no.
Would have been happy with one, but tell me more.
There's a black one, and the corneas, or not the corneas, the colored part of the eyes. Is that the cornea? Anyway, the colored part, the iris. The irises are red. And it's almost pure black, and if you hold them in the sunlight a little bit, you can see little spots.
Oh.
Do
they fly?
When they're older. Right now they can't,
Okay.
but they do. They'll take off on you. So you got to really bond with them, all right? Otherwise, they'll come back. It happens a lot.
Okay.
Should I ask them if they like us?
How much is a grit? How much does a grittin run?
These little guys are 15 gold pieces each.
Oh
Cheap.
gosh.
They like meat. There's this little guy, and you see he holds up one, and it's got a white head, but the feathers are iridescent blue and green. And he's like, this one's my favorite. He's very friendly, and he holds him up to his cheek, and it kind of
Can I
I like that one.
pull out a little bit of meat out of my bag and offer it to
all right, be gentle now. Make an animal handling check, please.
Oh man. +3 on animal handling, yes. 6.
Well, maybe I should do it.
You already rolled. So he kind of hands it over to you, and it kind of. And it looks plaintively back at Beazle, and he's like, maybe later. I like to feed them when they're ready.
Can I try? Yeah.
All right.
Blessings of Airdrie upon you.
I mean, okay.
I mean,
He picks up another one.
So that is 18.
18. Okay, great. This one, it's got just a brown head with gold eyes, but as the feathers grow back towards the tail, it gets brighter red and orange. So it's almost it starts off as brown and then eventually fades from red to orange and almost yellow at the very tip.
Oh.
And this guy's a little aggressive, but yeah, here you go, and it kind of makes this purring hoot sound and snatches the meat out of your hand. And
I'm
he
gonna,
likes you.
I'm gonna pet it.
Sure.
Okay.
It,
So
it kind of
can I
nuzzles
hold
right
it?
into you. Yeah, absolutely. Hold it.
Okay, awesome.
That's the mean one, but I mean, he's
I'm interested in the black one. Can I hold the black one?
yeah. You can hold her. Here you go. She
It's
is.
a girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about you, ma'am? You want to hold the he's kind of like a peacock kind of situation.
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
He hands that one over to you. And it seems to be content to just be held.
That was a lot of
That-
eyeballing.
Friendly little creatures, aren't they?
They sure are.
They're pricey, but they're good.
15 gold is
Yeah.
not that
So
much.
pricey.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we do?
Yeah, so
what do we do with
what's
them?
the animal
Yeah.
care with these?
Well, I feel like
I like-
do I know?
Uh,
This is something I know.
make a history check.
History.
Blessings of Airdrie upon you.
So what are these grittins?
Grittins.
Are they
Can they help
Owl
us
heads.
battle?
Well, they got like bird heads.
I mean,
guess.
they can. They don't get real big.
What was that? 12, 13, 14?
14. You're able to surmise just from your close relationship with nature that this is probably a lot like taking care of a cat due to its quadrupedal nature, but you get the feeling that it probably doesn't have the same sleep schedule as your friends.
Nocturnal. Well, she stays up most of the night.
There you go. But yeah, I like to feed them at least twice a day. They like meat. I like to get them clean water pretty often, and as often as I drink, I try and make sure everything around here. And you see little troughs of water in all of the cages around here. He sees one of the fire beetles upside down in the trough. He kind of flicks it out. He's like, "Careful, stupid." I don't know. little love. We've got larger animals out back if you need like something to like travel around on. But that's a whole different situation.
Some of these guys don't really seem to be very happy in here.
Oh, they're plenty happy. I love them like my own children. I do.
Where did you find them?
I purchased them from all over the world. I even do some traveling myself.
So, were they always captive?
A
Or
lot
are they
of them
caught
are-
from?
No, they're mainly captive bred. Yeah, especially these little guys. They're from Andaroria. They're from the Over Kingdom up there. I mean, the things run wild over there, but they have the bigger griffins up there too. You gotta be careful with those. I don't sell those because I mean I'm pretty good with animals, but those are a whole new situation.
How big do the grittins get?
These guys, they get a little bigger than a house cat.
Okay, great.
They're right now. These are about the size of what you would say a 4-month-old kitten would be. Like they're bigger than they're not like a tiny mewling thing. These seem pretty active.
Okay.
And he's like, they're real smart, and you can teach them all sorts of things. They can fetch stuff.
Oh.
I think they're smarter than a dog, but don't tell this little guy that. He holds his hands over the sleeping mastiff puppy that is not paying any goddamn attention to anybody.
I don't know.
Well, I'm not putting it down, so I guess I have to buy it.
I think I'm gonna buy mine.
We can't just split them up.
I know. You
I
gotta,
mean, they're like family, right?
I mean,
So,
I guess we all have to get one.
good the boys aren't here to talk us out of this.
They're not.
so the little guy with the red tail there, he's a boy, and those two are young ladies. The boys are lazy, but he can be a bit snippy, and you see him hold up a bandaged hand. So definitely approach with caution when you're feeding him.
He likes me. It's okay.
Right, I see your kinship. You seem to be very friendly with animals. So
I can just ask him what he wants.
that's fantastic. I mean, I do it all the time, and I just get these hoots and clicks and growls.
And I understand.
Great. Okay.
So are the girl ones kind of? Or is it easier to teach them tricks because they're not as lazy?
They're very energetic. Those two will quarrel sometimes, so maybe give them some time apart because they get a bit quarrelsome, especially the black one's the instigator.
And that's good that she's with me. Fitting.
That's
I'll
apt, yeah.
Hey, you take care of them, all right? I'll
sure.
find you.
Oh, yeah, we wouldn't let anything happen.
What's
to
their
them.
favorite kind of meat?
I mean, I give them rats. They'll eat a whole rat in a sitting. It's horrible to
those
watch,
around.
really. But they'll eat just about any kind of meat.
They're pretty
They-
good at. Oh, sorry.
No, please go on.
Are they pretty good? They're pretty good at finding food themselves.
Well,
I
the
imagine.
adults are. I mean, these little guys, you got to help them out.
Yeah, of course.
Right? And when they was real little, I had to chop it up into really fine bits and kind of chew it up a little bit and spit it right in their little mouths. That's how they like to be fed. So, but
We don't have
Do
to
you
do that
have-
now,
No,
right? Okay.
A bag of what their food they're used to that I could buy.
I mean,
with
I could
it?
get you some meat out of the bag, right? I've
Yeah,
been feeding
just
them.
kind of what they're
I've been
used
feeding
to.
them pig meat from
Add
down
that
there.
to my
you don't,
bill.
You don't got to cook it. All right, yeah, I'll call that 50 silver.
So on
Each.
top of the 15 gold.
Yeah. So,
So 15 gold, 50 silver each.
yeah, that'll get you through about a week's worth. I'd sell you more, but it'd go bad and you wouldn't want to carry it around. It
Sure.
smell like a barnyard on you. You don't want to smell
So
like a
basically
barnyard.
5 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take out 20. Now we get a
Oh, he
couple
likes you.
names.
Yeah, and you guys are seeing a side of Callista that you've never seen. Like, she just turns into a little melting little
Don't look at me like that.
Give them little cats, basically.
He didn't give them to us. He sold them to us.
It's even worse. No, I'm just kidding.
If you're gonna go off and it looks like you've got your armor on, and you've got your hippie dress on. That's lovely. These are youngins, and they're going to be clingy with you, so you might want to find a babysitter
Right.
or some way to protect them. Because
Well, we wouldn't take them into battle for now, that's for sure, and not while they're young.
Yeah, I mean, take
can't
care of them. No,
fly
they're-
away or anything.
these are not really battle creatures.
No,
He's
no,
like,
I know.
I'd be happy to give you your money back if you think these.
No,
do
I
not
wasn't
fight.
planning on battling them
No.
with them, but when we
They're
are
just
in battle,
cute.
I want them to be able to fly or be able to be kind of,
To
know.
flee the battle.
Yeah.
I just want them to be free and.
Yours kind of flaps its wings a little bit. He's getting
Yeah.
a little bit of lift, but he's not getting anywhere.
Okay.
Oh, he likes that. He likes it. She likes that. Sorry. Well, lovely. Can I interest you in I don't know, another animal or two? I don't think you need more animals.
No,
This is
probably
probably
not.
way more than I was expecting you to purchase. So, if you need supplies, if you need any instructions on how to take care of them, let me know, and I'll be happy to help you out.
Great. Thanks so much.
All right. Good day. Good day.
Thank you.
Well,
What
that was
did we
probably
just do?
stupid.
Look at how cute they
They're so
are.
cute. Fluffy.
Now we have to come up with names.
I know.
You did this.
I
for
know.
us, so
They
I
might
don't
already
know
have
why.
names. I should
I don't know what
I
you
could talk
expected.
to them.
Why would you put a pet store in?
With an Britain.
3 of them for 3 people
You
for
wanted
15
that.
gold only.
Great. So
I guess we should go show the others.
Plus, we can start training them. We can work on that little tonight.
okay.
I'll have a conversation with them. Training
Yeah.
might go much easier.
Yeah,
than
that's
normal.
true. All right, yeah, you should probably head back to the,
All right.
to
Any
the
stops
boys.
before we head back to the brass cask? Okay. You guys have freaking animals. Okay. So you make your way back to the brass cask. All right. You get back without event. You're just enjoying your very wise purchases.
You can't laugh. You chose this.
And you walk in, and Thoriak's like, "Hey, welcome back." Oh my God! Oh my God!
Do you want to hold
Yes,
her?
I want to hold all three of them, please. And he looks up, he's like, "Not a word, not a word."
I wouldn't dare.
And they're all three just like nuzzling. He's like, "Oh my God!"
I think we know who's gonna watch.
All right, take him back. I've got a reputation of hope.
We will be out probably, doing what we do.
And you might need somebody to watch your little
yes,
dears.
babysitter. Yes.
What is their names?
We haven't come up with names yet.
Mine's name is Celia.
Celia, that's a lovely name. Oh my goodness. That's a lovely name. Does that mean something to you? Is that somebody's?
Yeah, it was an old friend. I haven't seen her in quite some time.
Celia is a lovely name. What about yours?
I haven't.
Think it over. These things are important. All right. What about you, love?
Still thinking about it.
Still
too.
thinking about it. All
I
right.
want to talk to him
You
first.
can
I gotta find out what his name is. I haven't talked to him yet. He's gonna tell me.
We wanted to check on our friends.
Yeah. Your dragonborn mate's back there in the back. Near Mr. Pocket. He's
Still sleeping.
How's Pookie doing?
Pookie.
Friends.
Pocket had his worst day yet. He doesn't even realize it.
Pocket is starting to rouse a little bit. He's looking pretty well rested at this point.
Great.
It's probably getting closer to 5, 6, maybe 7 p.m.
I'm gonna go show Bramash my Gritton. Look, Bramash.
What are they?
It's a Gritton.
They're adorable. That's what
A Gritton. That sounds like someone combined like the name of a different, like it's like Griffin and Kitten.
That's
Yes.
Are
exactly
they-
what it is.
Do they grow up to be full-sized anything?
Like a cat size. Like a small cat, like a house cat size, not
like
like
a house
tiger.
cat size. Like a
Like
big
a
house
little
cat.
bit, yeah, like
okay.
this.
And they got little
Like
wings.
a serval.
Okay. Can they fly?
Yeah, and when they
When
grow
they get
up.
older, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they going to just die the moment you get attacked on the road?
Well, when they're older, they're going to be able to fly, and they can walk now and run. They're very active.
And I figure if we go looking for trouble, we'll leave them with our friend here.
Or we'll teach them a trick to maybe we'll teach one of the tricks we teach them will be to like fly when we're in battle and to come back, return when its coast is clear.
I could just
I just go back
mirror mask.
to what I'm doing.
Back to what I'm doing.
I'm doing little spell work. I have to copy my spell down. So how long has it
I'm
been
gonna
since
perch my
it's
Gritton on my
It's
shoulder.
7
Yeah,
p.m.
so
right now,
it's
so
This
that was
is
about
old
3 hours ago.
So I finished the first spell. I'm on to the second spell.
It
Great.
was an hour per.
It is 2 hours per spell.
Okay, so
level.
you're getting there.
Neither one of them are divination spells, right?
No.
Then I have another 3 hours of this. But I got one, and it's a fun one. It's a funny one for sure.
Great.
Everybody that wants to make a perception check. Who's everybody that wants to?
Mm.
13.
Okay.
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 21.
Juniper, you notice towards the top of the doorway, 2 large hands and like one big eye, kind of just like longingly like looking inside.
Do you want to hold her while we
I
talk to our
really
friends?
would like to hold her very much.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you
can.
very much.
I'll come get her in
Celia?
a bit. Celia, yes.
Celia, hello, Celia. You're the smartest and most precious baby in the world.
And then I'm gonna go up to a rousing Pocket and be like, "I got you a present."
What?
Yeah.
A bird?
No,
Cat?
No, that's
No, that's
Juniper's.
mine.
Wait a minute.
No, I got you
Aren't they
this,
cute,
and I'm
though?
gonna.
They're adorable.
Yes.
Wait,
Pull up.
the one time I don't get to hang out
We have a kitten today.
There was only
Like
3.
all my days
Yeah.
have been.
You got
gnolls,
3 kittens. Look at that.
Gnolls and bandits and murderers, and then I sleep and we have kitten day.
They're Grittens. Grittin Day.
It's a grittin' day.
What's the gritty?
No, but hey, this will cheer you up. And I put the utterly satisfying down on his lap.
That's better than Grittens, right?
I know how much you liked the books at Deirdre's, so I stopped and I got
No,
you.
I gave that as a gift already. Oh.
There's a lot of
Pretty
bodily
good, right?
fluids in there from what I heard.
Thank you.
We know you speak Minotaur. We thought maybe that was something you were interested in. So
It was an elective at my school. Thank you. I love it.
I'm so glad you liked
Do you want
it.
to hold my Grittin?
Yes.
I can't. I need to come up with a name. It's all black, so maybe a black.
He
Well,
looked at you and he goes,
I imagine we're gonna have a
Onyx
long rest
or-
soon, so I might as well talk to them.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast speak with animals. So I have 10 minutes to ask them anything you guys want me to ask them.
Ask them if they have names.
Do you guys already have names?
you can talk. What's a name?
Hi.
Please don't kill us.
Oh my gosh, we would never
We can't
kill
do
you.
that. It's so hard.
We love you. All of you.
We love you too.
We're gonna feed you and take care of you.
Teach you tricks.
We're gonna teach you
Okay.
how to survive.
Surviving's good.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
You can trust us. We won't hurt you.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Blessings of Airdrie upon you.
Thank you. Gotta go back to that page. Okay. Persuasion.
You like the music? It's nice, right?
Ooh. 7.
Okay. They don't believe you at all.
Oh damn.
Food.
Food.
Food
Well,
wins them all.
yeah.
Food.
Look.
With advantage.
Food. Here's food.
And they all just. And it's a little vicious. Like they're these are clearly like predatory like things just tearing at this chunk of.
Look how cute.
How much do they eat per
Murder
day?
babies.
Yes.
I'm just like, I'm not even looking up. I'm just doing like, how much do they eat every day? Like,
It's a good question. I don't
We'll
know.
find out.
do they eat a lot every day?
Well, eventually they'll
Did
catch
they
their own
have
food
something
soon.
that would grow into a full-sized creature?
Yeah, it's a bummer they didn't have horses.
Or
They do have horses.
like just a griffin, like an actual griffin?
He didn't have any griffins.
Did
He
you
doesn't-
ask if he had griffins?
He told us he
brought it
won't
up,
sell them.
Yeah.
Did he have?
he had
uh,
horses.
He had
Horses
horses.
sound like a
There's
And
a
a
mastiff.
mastiff
economical.
puppy. Do you
Yeah.
want puppies?
I love puppies.
We could take you back there. You could
I doubt
But
the
I'm
horses
not
are
ready to be a
15.
father.
All right.
It's good to see you doing better, Poppy.
Thank you.
Please take care of yourself.
I will
Okay.
take it.
How common are griffins out here?
I don't know. I haven't seen one.
You guys know, like, because
I have not seen one.
I feel like that would be. I guess people would know, right? It'd be really easy to get around if you could just ride your
These two
griffin.
can make a nature check.
You could just ride your griffin everywhere, right? Like,
Two.
Those two, you are not from here.
18.
I'm sorry, 18.
Not 20.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
So, you recall that you never recall seeing a griffin in your life.
Saw an owlbear once that one time.
I'm talking about a large creature you can fly on, like you can get up on and fly on.
Yeah.
You, in
I'll
one
get
of
there.
your patrols to eastern Gladmore, remember hearing that the griffins of Andororia were a thing.
Okay.
But
I'll relay that.
you guys being from Gladmore and never seeing one, know that they're not native to this area.
Right.
Do you guys have griffins in your land?
Yeah,
Oh.
like they're around. Like people have griffins and stuff. Like that's why I'm kind of confused. I'm like, why not just get a griffin or like a little wyvern or something?
They
You
don't
can.
really have those here.
Why
They have
Plus, these are
horses.
so.
Why did he
cute.
sell? Why did he say he won't sell?
I did ride that
griffins?
eagle.
So you can ride. So you got giant eagles.
That giant eagle, yeah. Nasira.
I mean, I'll get there eventually. You know,
I think you're doing great, love. You're doing just fine.
But I don't think Nasira like regularly carries people around. I think
like
that was
a-
like a special case. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, how often do you carry people on your back?
Yeah.
Pretty often, actually. It's pretty common.
I've never done it.
I
It'd have to be a special case. I don't think I could carry you.
No, I don't feel like. Maybe you could. I don't know much about your people, but I'm quite sturdy.
No, I can't carry you. I don't know about anybody else, but
I mean, I won't beg, but I will. If you want to try.
Mine already has a name.
No.
Okay, fine.
Can I
just go
try?
back to my
Yeah,
weird...
absolutely. You can try and make a strength check.
I'm still
15.
I'm talking to them still.
Ask them if the guy that sold
You
them
manage.
treat them okay.
He kind of drapes himself over your shoulders. He's super into this. You can tell that no one actually has lighthearted conversations with Corey or Thoriak. He kind of drapes himself, and you're able to kind of like drag him. His feet are still like dragging on the floor behind you. He's like, "This is rather impressive. I'm not gonna lie. This is fantastic. I feel light as a feather." All right, that's enough of that. You all right?
Yes. It was nothing. I mean,
All right. Well,
it's a lot
good for
less
you.
hard than killing an owlbear.
That's
You
true.
really bring that up a lot.
I do.
You really bring.
She does.
It's,
Too bad I couldn't have gotten you a feather.
let me get you guys some food. It's newer this time. The bread's from today. So
Spoiling
there you
us.
go. Well, I mean, I give it out as I get, and you see a familiar face run up to the counter, and he hands off a little package. Just doesn't even say a word. Just hands it to her, and she runs up. He's like, "Take care, Rodney," and say hi to Jacob for me. Yeah, it's chicken today. So I mean, it's from today as well, which is great.
All right.
And there's no charge.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I give a little piece of chicken to my little.
Voraciously devoured.
I wanna
You're still
ask
talking
the
to him.
Gritons-
Yeah.
Yes. I want to ask them if the person, I forgot his name,
Beazle?
Beazle, who sold. Did Beazle treat you nicely?
Beazle loves us.
Oh, good.
Good. Oh, we'll love you like Beazle.
I'm going to tell yours.
What did she
her,
say?
her name is. Oh, she said we're going to love you just like Beazle did. Maybe.
And they kind of look
better.
at each other a little bit, and you hear some hoots and clicks.
And I'm going to tell Celia that. Do you like the name Celia?
Okay.
So if we say Celia, we're talking to you, or that you hear that, and I say it in the common. So right, so
Right.
so they get it. Okay, and we got to think of names for her,
Yeah.
so I can tell them in my 10 minutes
Celia
I
starts kind
have
of
for
just snapping
talking.
at the black one a little bit.
Celia.
Yeah.
You can say
Who's
she
gonna-
knows. Oh, yours knows. Celia knows her name now.
Great.
Make an animal handling check. With advantage because you're using freaking speak with animals.
23.
Great. I'm Celia. I'm Celia.
Great.
And you're just hearing.
Can you ask them what kind of toys they like to play with?
Do you like toys? What kind of toys do you like?
What's a toy?
What do you? Is there anything you play with? Like, look, I have this rope. And I
They start
dangle the end of
batting at it.
the.
Just immediately.
They like toys.
Are you holding yours at that point, or are they on the ground?
I figure they're just kind of like in the middle of the room.
They,
Yeah.
they,
Just
they
like
manage.
talking
All
about-
three of them are just kind of trying to pull it out of your hand right now, and then I don't know if you let it go or not. It's up to you.
I can just throw the
Should we teach them?
rope on the ground.
Tell them like if they hear this word that it's not safe to run and come back until when it's safe.
Like a hide. Maybe we could just
Maybe
teach
hide,
it. Maybe we
yeah.
could just say hide.
Okay.
I'm gonna relay that.
So
Okay.
So if we say
hide. Yeah.
hide, that means we want you to, find a place to hide. They know what hide is in their thing,
Until
in their
we
language,
say-
right?
Until we
Until
say.
we say, Ollie Ollie oxen free.
Okay.
Okay.
That just means that we're trying to protect you. So if we think there's something dangerous around, we'll say hide, and you guys just
Okay, they squat down real low and put their wings over their head.
Oh.
Okay, that's so cute.
That's so cute.
Their butts are still in the air, but their arms are there.
But maybe hide in a bush.
Yeah, or something
run up
behind,
a
so like
tree.
things can't see you. When you do that, we can still see you. Just like if I do that with my eyes, you can still see me, right? Okay. So
These are not bright creatures.
he
they're
said
smart for
they were
animals.
intelligent.
Four.
We'll work on
We
it.
did an insight check his claims.
I gotta think of a name for you.
Yeah.
It kind of hoots at you a little bit.
What colors are the ones that are still unnamed?
Mine's
There's
black.
a black one with red eyes, and then there's one that almost has like a phoenix situation with like a almost a hawk-like head.
Rebecca. Claudia.
We have too many
He's
Rebeccas around here for that.
He's a boy.
Oh,
True, that one is the male.
Clausen.
I'm gonna call mine Jet.
Chet.
I kind of want to call him Ikara.
Girl. Okay.
That's great.
You relay that to them.
Okay, yes.
Okay. They seem to basically comprehend what you're saying.
Should name yours Benny.
Mine Benny.
Mine's Jet.
Jesse.
I might stay with Ikara.
I'm gonna stick with the girl. Thanks so.
I was hoping you'd say shark. Yeah, jet and shark.
If you bought one, you could name it Shark.
Why would I buy one?
Why would you buy one?
What would I do with one?
Look at it and pet
Why
it.
would I be able to
They
take
can
care
fetch
of one?
things.
I can fetch things. It's not
But
hard.
once they fly, they can fetch things that you can't reach.
I can fetch things.
They can also scout for us,
Celia for
perhaps,
Yep.
in the future,
Yeah, because they can fly.
without me having to use some of my magic.
Yeah.
To-
Okay.
You can just climb up stuff. It's not.
I can climb.
Yeah.
But they can go even higher than you can climb up anything.
How high do you think they can? Do
Let's
you
do
know
a
how high they can
contest.
fly?
They can fly as high as
How high
birds
can
fly.
they pick stuff up? How
mean, they're
how much
part
do they
owl.
weigh?
Here,
But,
hold one.
How much do they like?
2.5 pounds right now.
How much do they? How big do they get? Like, how big are these things?
House
Did he?
cat size.
House cat size. Cool. What can a house cat pick up?
Dead mice.
Dead
The owl
mice.
doesn't
Have
pick
four
up.
paws?
It's half
It has
owl.
4 paws.
Okay, so it
Half
doesn't
the thing.
have like grabby things. Just a beak.
But it's got like cat like dexterity in the front hand,
Yeah.
so
Like a thumbed cat, maybe.
actually, you know what would be cuter is if it had like talons on the front. So it's got that now.
That's what I saw since the
Talons
start.
in the front, paws in the back.
Yeah, fuzzy cat beans in
Potties
the back.
All right.
fluffy tail or sleek tail?
Feathered,
Oh, okay.
feathered
Interesting.
tail.
Feathered like a parrot tail, or feathered like it's a cat tail with feathers on it?
Like a turkey.
Like a turkey?
Oh, okay.
okay.
Kind of just
It's looking less
Is this
cat.
a made up thing?
yes.
Yes.
So I can't
But
Google
other
it.
people
I
have
tried
come
to
up with it.
Google
I
Grittin
did
already.
Google it. Look up meowls or grittins.
Meowls.
Actually, I think grittin is my term, but
Meow.
but
Like
other
meow.
There was
That's
an
cute.
anime I saw a while ago with the meowjins. They're cat pigeons. They're really cute.
Oh,
Oh
goodness.
my god.
that's what this is about now. I
That's what
thought
they
you
say.
guys were gonna TPK. Nope. You guys are just gonna get 3 grittins killed.
no,
I'm
that'd
still
be devastating.
copying my spell here.
Yeah, you guys are about finished. We'll
I'm
say
still being restful,
yeah.
generally.
So it's probably 8:30, 9 o'clock. You guys have got your subpar meal from
All right.
Thoriac doing his best.
Oh, my goodness.
What are we gonna do tomorrow?
So, well, maybe let's talk about tonight still. So, I know Pocket likes to do some night reconnaissance, though I don't think you should stay up all night this time. So we know where Donnell lives, and I think we need to, at some point, kind of do some surveillance there. But I don't think we should start anything, because again, a lot of us are kind of
Sore.
Yeah.
out of,
Yeah,
magic.
I've
Tired.
basically got nothing left.
Yeah. So I don't know or we can go to sleep and try to go early
That's
and
what I think, yeah.
do
Early
some
morning
reconnaissance.
Reconnaissance.
That sounds good to me.
All right.
So you guys decide to call it a
In
night?
which case we should probably go to bed now so that we can wake up before dawn breaks.
Yeah, if you go to sleep right now and you get your full rest, it'll be maybe 3:30, 4 in the morning.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna finish this, but yeah.
Yeah. You finish up. You're able to get a full night's rest.
I'm gonna ask before I go to bed. Thoriak, we're gonna go do some stuff tomorrow. Do you mind watching my Gritton?
Do I
Jet.
mind? I would like to watch. His name is Jet.
Jet. She.
She's
Jet.
a girl. She's a little girl.
Yeah.
Come here, Jet. Come here.
So I'll leave you with her in the morning. She's gonna
Alright.
spend the night with me.
Sure, don't
Yes.
run over on her. You're,
Yeah.
Give
you're,
her
you're
to
great
say
big and
Icarus.
she's really small.
Yeah.
I know about this kind of thing. You've got to be
Yes.
careful when.
Right.
All right.
And she eats meat.
And he runs back to a closet on the far end of the room. And he comes back with 3 little pillowcases. You can wrap them up like little blankets.
Goodness.
And
I hear they might be kind of active at night. So.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm sure I'll be fine. I mean, look at the size of me. All right, you little babies, you take care of your mummies and your mummies. All right, I'll be right back. And he walks around the corner. He's like, "All right, we're closing up. Get the fuck out, y'all."
Maybe we should just summon the Thoriak.
Okay. Anything else before bed?
No.
All right, everybody's sleeping. Pocket has just woken up. I don't know if you want to just try and get some extra Z's.
Get some extra Z's. He's gonna wake up early though, because he's gonna try another
Yeah.
disguise.
All right.
So he's gonna be up at like an hour and a half to 2 hours earlier than anyone else.
All right,
So
that's
let's
smart.
do that while
I'm
they
just
sleep.
gonna
Great.
meditate.
Yeah, you're
for a little
meditating,
bit,
right?
and I'll wake up and play the curtains probably.
Great, keep an eye on them. They don't sleep much.
Try to train them more.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna train them.
Animal handling.
So this is
Yeah,
performance.
plus
What are we
5 on
trying?
animal handling.
Oh,
So yeah,
Nice.
performance
Yeah.
basically. So what I would like to try, what he would like to try,
Yeah.
is he wants to make what he's gathered of more of the snooty, rich humans.
Sure.
In this area, wealthy man.
Okay. So you notice a lot of them were wearing like brocades and silks, clothing befitting their stations.
More for like hairstyle right now. 'Cause
Okay.
he won't have a lot of clothing options.
A lot
but,
of
like,
odd like curls, like spit curled and greased to the head, like, almost in like a Roman style, where it's like lots of overemphasized and like adhesive curls. Like
Right.
it's kind
he's
of
gonna
look.
try that.
Cool. All right. Let's make
Is
a
that
performance check.
or
Yeah.
deception? Great performance. 19.
Yeah, you managed to pull it off really well. Like you've got these 2 nice curls that actually like spiral inward a little bit, and it looks like things you've seen around town. It looks ridiculous by our standards, but you look like a dashing gentleman in some pretty fine studded armor.
Great.
Which is it's a little contradictory, but it almost goes because Solazar's armor is nice.
Great.
So you kind of have I mean, you're a little scruffy right now, and you notice a lot of the gentlemen probably have people that shave them.
Great.
So I don't know if you want to handle that situation or not.
Yeah, you probably would.
Okay, you've got plenty of daggers.
Great.
I don't know if you've got a shaving kit on you. I don't know how much facial hair does Pocket have. We have never discussed
He's
this.
very
He's pretty
boyish.
baby faced.
All right, so you've just got a little bit right through here, and
Yeah.
maybe a little down here.
Yeah.
It doesn't even connect.
Yeah, it does
Cool.
not connect.
Yeah, great. But where you do grow facial hair, it's standing out about where yours currently is.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it almost looks intentional.
Great.
No.
Perfect. Yeah, as long as it looks good, that's his goal.
It's passing.
Great. And if it's possible, his hair is darker than normal, and it's
Yeah.
napped down.
Yeah. The oil from
Yeah.
your thieves kit has been used to
Great.
kind of slick things down, and it looks almost blackish.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Maybe flammable.
Great. Oh, definitely.
Okay, great. Okay, so that's at about, we're talking about 2 a.m. there, maybe.
Great.
Takes you the better part of half an hour or so.
Great.
And your compatriots have been asleep for a little while, and probably, I don't know if you want to like wake them, depending on what kind of deeds you guys are going to take care of.
As long as I get a full rest.
We'll call this a full rest. It's about just shy of 3 a.m.
Okay.
Is Thoriak awake still?
You hear loud snoring from
Great.
the same room. You guys are in almost like a Viking longhouse just behind the bar, and there is a extremely large bed at the far end, and you hear loud, like almost deafening snoring.
Great. Pocket's just gonna work plans in his head.
Okay.
A little bit. Make sure everyone he doesn't want to wake anyone up because he knows what it's like to be
It
tired.
takes
I'm
him
awake.
half an hour to put on a full disguise.
Wow.
Well, it's mainly from here up.
Master cosplay.
Yeah.
Master cosplay.
There's no face paint involved. It's just he just basically did his hair really cool.
I might be able to help.
It's true.
I don't know what I would.
So let's see here. No,
Oh, with a little bit of time,
Mm-hmm.
he would. Did we keep the ledger or did we turn that in?
We turned it in.
I believe you turned it in.
Okay, so he's gonna do from what he can remember
Mm-hmm.
of the ledger, and he's gonna use some of the paper that he has to just try and scrawl some papers, recreate a couple ledger papers as best possible,
Okay.
even if he's making up a lot of it.
Oh, okay. Make a you want to go with history? I think history
Yeah.
is appropriate.
History works for me. 15.
You do a pretty good job. Like
Right.
you remember a lot of the good details from the couple pages you. I mean, you're painting in broad strokes, but
Yeah.
you're not having to like fill in the gaps with your imagination too much.
Great.
Some of the verbiage maybe not be precise. Are you
Perfect.
doing this in Thieves' Cant?
Yeah, thieves can't.
Okay, great.
So, yeah,
About
that's
then,
a
everybody
period of time.
starts kind of rouse. Juniper kind of knows how much sleep you guys need.
Okay.
You hear meowling, and clicks and hoots, and whistles.
And I see a strange man. Aha.
It's me.
Oh.
Pocket.
Oh. Okay.
This is way better than your last disguise.
Yeah, I played the fop way better than I played the tough guy.
Let's hear your
apparently.
best.
That makes sense.
Hello.
I am Reginald Percival the Fifth.
I think you need a middle name too. They always have like.
Sandra.
Okay.
Reginald Sandra Percival.
Okay.
What are you
All right.
working on there?
So, I have an idea. I think that the idea of scouting out Donald's place is going to be great, but I think we have a unique opportunity to try and see if I might be able to earn his trust.
Okay.
Because we have a lot of information about what's been going on. And if I scout out and get caught, my idea is to pretend to be a syndicate sent from Gladmore, a syndicate agent set down to kind of fill in the gaps due to the recent
How far is Gladmore?
syndicate destruction.
An hour.
No, about I'm sorry, about a day and a half, 2 days north.
An hour by Griffin, but by walking.
What was the fastest someone could get here from Gladmore?
Fastest one you get. By horse, probably the better part of a day, but not a full day.
So to get the message there and back.
That's a good point.
But if they have a message stone, maybe message stones or whatever.
They have sending
that's
stones, but
like-
it did not seem like they had anything.
I
like
think
that.
I'm just a Gladmore agent, but I don't have to have just come from Gladmore. I could be in the area, keeping
Yeah.
an eye on things.
That's smart.
Or say like you were just one of the people who was coming in, and you happened to be coming into town to find that your contacts were all dead.
And if I can get in on his security, we've got plenty of evidence to throw around how much he might be in trouble. And if
We need to get that ledger back so you can actually look at the whole thing.
I think that's it's going to be better to pressure him knowing that the guards have it, and I'll have torn out the most damning pages of his already. And so I'll let him know that it's secure,
what
and again,
that-
use that's what this is. This is all
okay.
thieves can't. So it's faked, but I don't know if Donald has
know.
enough familiarity with those books. I don't think he would have been looking through them regularly,
Mm-hmm.
and so I can use that to earn
Unless you probably
his
can't
trust.
read it.
And if
I can't read it.
if I request to get a good look over of his security, I might be able to work some angles that way if I'm caught while we do it.
So, do we need to, if all hell breaks loose, is Bermasher able to communicate with him right? With your
For like
for 220 feet away.
150 feet away.
150. So maybe
Well, I also have this wand of knock.
okay.
So it's not we establish a connection and can talk. It's I send
you
him
check
a message,
in with him.
and then he can send me the message,
Right.
another message back.
But I'm saying if you could check in, and if something is wrong, maybe we need him to give you a word that they don't know what that means.
Far.
That says we need to come
It's
in
120
if
feet.
all.
It's 150.
Hopefully, this won't come to
Um,
pass. That all hell won't
How
break loose.
far?
But
Just in case.
yeah,
How far is Donnell's place from the Viscount or the guy in charge? How far, do we know how? We don't.
we know where Donnell's place is, and theoretically we know where the Viscount is.
You know where the castle is. You remember Tyon giving you vague instructions that there is an estate east of town. You can't see it with the naked eye, so you're not quite sure how far that is. But the terrain is kind of rocky. You remember there's a cave right near there that could be obscuring your vision. So,
But I think we need a word that's not going to give him away. That if when you check in, however often you can check in with him, that he can
I'm
say.
concerned about the fact that if he is inside of Donnell's place,
Right.
I will have to be
Within
pretty
150
close
feet, yes.
to do that, and to do that, it will be quite obvious that I am there, doing something,
That's a good point.
like.
Do you want to be my prisoner?
Why would I be a prisoner?
Because I could catch you spying on Donald.
Oh, and then you can turn him in?
That doesn't. I don't like that.
Turn the four of us in.
Yeah.
But
I think that might be best once I know what the security.
You weren't even with us
consequences
when
are
we
like.
talked to him, so he doesn't even. That was great that you weren't with
I
us.
feel like he would
Wait,
be the
you guys
type
talked
of
to him?
man.
Yeah, we
He's a
did.
dick.
So.
But you weren't there, so he
No.
doesn't. He might not be associated
He
with
seems
us.
like the type of guy that if you were to do that, he would just let us go. Because I think he knows that people are kind of circling him right now, and I don't think that he's gonna be. Well, if you had your evil syndicate smugglers who had evidence against you caught, and that evidence was in the guard's hand, would you continue to do illegal activities? And for right then,
I was
knowing
a racist
people.
idiot.
I wouldn't be doing illegal activities in the
Because
first
when we
place.
talk to that guy, right, like this guy's pretty savvy, I think.
But he's good when he's in front of people. I'm feeling that he'll have
Well,
different.
nobody has like the Viscount apparently has been trying to get this guy for a while, and he's got nothing on.
But no one's gotten into his mansion yet.
We need evidence against him, and if you can get him when he's not in front of people, admitting. But how do we prove if he admits stuff?
Well, I could
how do we
even-
prove it?
I think I would just like time to see if he has any documents, or if he has anything in his mansion, because we have good credit with the Crown's Guard now. So if I can find a location where bad things are
You
happening,
can. Oh, I have an idea. So you can tell him you have reason to believe the Crown's Guard will be searching his place, looking for evidence, and that you will help him get it out of his
Hide
house
whatever
and
that is.
destroy it before they get there, because
Yeah.
Hack is testifying against them and they want a trial and they need evidence to
and
put
if we
him
didn't get
away
the evidence beforehand,
Yeah, and
Hack
they are
the
on their
Viscount will
way
look crazy.
today. If you can try to convince him to give you any evidence that would be damning so that you can destroy it.
That's great. I think that's a good plan.
Yeah.
Do you think he'd recognize you?
Yes.
Probably.
He'd probably recognize the four
I
of
don't
us.
know.
So
we
you
were
all-
yelling at him
I don't
pretty
know if you can
bad.
disguise me.
Yeah.
I can try.
I
But that
have
might be risky.
reason-
The more people.
It's true.
Yeah, but if I like a ridiculous fop like him would absolutely have a bodyguard.
Some muscle.
Yeah.
Human muscle might help. Do you mind if I try?
I don't mind if you try. This
Sure.
stuff washes off, right?
There is
Yeah.
a
Eventually, it might be
potentiality
flammable.
that at some point today I will have reason to go to that district. So me being there won't be that weird. Right? Like, if we're going to see the Viscount and they're nearby, us being in the area won't be strange, will it? That
Yeah.
makes some sense,
That
right?
makes a lot of sense.
People are like, oh, these people are cool with the Viscount and stuff. Then we would be going in and out of that district, and oh, we just happened to be walking by, and
Yeah.
we heard the screams coming from inside and kicked in your door and burned down your
Right.
house.
My only concern is if things go wrong and Pocket is alone with him and we can't do anything about it.
Well, that's why I think
Yeah.
bringing me as a bodyguard.
But even 2 people isn't going to be enough.
And you guys remember, you've pretty much canvassed the castle ward. His estate is not in the castle ward.
Okay.
It is east of town. You can't even see it from
Yeah.
like central castle ward. It's out there a ways farther than the cave that you guys.
Okay.
There is a road heading that led up to the cave, and there is a road and it just continues past.
Should we risk it? Pocket, what do you think?
I'm willing to.
We could
risk
at least scope out how many people he's
And
got.
again, I could say I could start by scoping out. My cover story is going to be in place if I get caught.
Like, can we get close enough to it at least so we're not like
Yeah.
obvious? Like that you said there's a cave nearby.
Yeah, you went through this cave at one point.
Maybe we can go into the cave.
Well,
Yeah.
there were weird, invisible, slimy things in the cave. I mean, maybe they're all dead and we got all of them. There were basilisks there
Yeah.
too.
We did clear out that cave.
Oh. All right. So yeah, are you gonna go sort of in the morning here, or
Yeah.
just be like, I just showed up in town?
Because I think it's better to not be at a convenient time. It'll be a more
Right.
believable rush in.
Yeah,
it's about
like knowing
3
that
a.m.
they're
right now,
coming.
maybe
Yeah.
3:30. Okay.
Pocket is gonna take a hand at making
Oh,
you look
and,
more like a
I
brute.
was like, maybe
Make sure
they can
you
have a
also
dire wolf
accentuate
companion
that
will look
it's
out of
in
place,
your
right?
interest for the syndicate not to have evidence in their hands too,
Absolutely.
so
Might
that
draw-
it's
raise a
mutual
few eyebrows,
beneficial.
Direwolves
Thing.
are large creatures,
Yeah.
That's a good
and
point.
not traditionally.
Because
well
why else would you
domesticated.
be looking out for him? Because you need to cover the syndicate's butt too.
And Pocket's also gonna, just for notes, leave his crossbow at the cask and his rapier, and is just gonna load up on his knives he's collected
Okay,
and the
great.
short sword.
The short sword?
He
Okay.
doesn't have the one thing that he's been killing everybody here with.
All right. So what are we?
Performance
Yep.
to
Okay, I'm with you.
Try and
Blessings of
disguise
Erdre
me.
upon you.
Nice. It worked.
16.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going for?
Just
Adding
making
the
it,
wig I got from Deidre.
Making
Great.
it recognizable, I think. is-
And working on her outfit a little bit, removing any of the over armor like
Crown's
Crown's
Guard.
Guard
Making
stuff.
her
You never
mask.
saw your
She has
new
new
arms.
armor.
Yeah, I was
And,
saying,
yeah,
I
and
saw your
sprucing
new
up
armor,
the
right?
splint armor to look a little brutish.
Brutish.
You know,
Okay.
Kind of dusting it in and making
Yeah,
it look
it's
a
not
little more
perfect, but she's. If somebody was like intimately familiar with Callisto, they'd see right through it. But she's not immediately recognizable as herself by any means. The new armor really helps. The wig helps, and yeah. So you're able to make it convincing enough that somebody who is not keenly familiar with her would not recognize her right off the bat for sure.
Great.
So at a cosplay convention, I would not. I'd be like,
5
what?
foot.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. I'm gonna stick Jet with Thoriak.
He
Yeah,
kind of rose.
that's-
Yeah, I'm just gonna put him like in the bed with him.
Yeah.
And it's just running around on him. He's barely rousing.
I wanted to say, I didn't know if like before I meditated, I was like thinking, oh, I should have turned into a grit or a grat. I don't know. I was like,
You'd probably be a grat.
yeah. And played with them or something. I don't know. I taught them how to hunt for themselves. I just wanted to, like, the training when I said I was playing with them. I don't know.
I mean, we can retroactively say you did a little bit of that. Why
Okay,
don't
cool.
you? Because these guys were sleeping, you were just meditating.
Yeah.
So maybe you had a
That
chance
would make the 4 hours before
to
wings.
wild shape into a.
Right.
What does your
Grat.
gratin look like? Your gratin does it have flowers and stuff.
Yeah. 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 Black.
Do we want to just go
Kinda like
straight
your-
to the cover
kinda like
story.
Jet
Yeah.
a little bit,
Yeah.
but
That word syndicate or
Mhm.
syndicate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll follow your lead.
Okay.
I have a question.
Come up
Do
with
you-
a fake
either of
name
you-
before you leave so that
I
you're not on the
have-
spot.
Yeah.
Like a ring or something that if you were to get captured and like all of your valuables were taken off of you, but like something that wouldn't get taken off of you so that we can find you. Do you have something that would be like
Do you have a pocket
It's
you
gonna
can
take
put
a
something
moment,
in?
and he works around and he pulls out a small copper coin with a cracked crown on it.
okay, let me like kind of like
Yeah.
examine it closely and everything, because then like if we need to like bust in there and find you, I'll know
Yeah.
to look for this. So
Right.
keep this on you.
I would rather die.
Great.
I mean, I'm trying to think of if I can any inconspicuous animal I can hide in your bag in case something
Yeah,
happens.
that's
Do you
a
have
great
backup,
idea.
Or
That's a really
Um,
great
You
idea.
could be spider again.
You can spider it up.
I was thinking about being
Something
a
less
giant
fragile in
spider,
the
so I at least
pocket.
have a little bit more HP than what?
So that's about the size of a large dog.
It would be the size of a large dog. Okay,
Okay.
that would
Do you want to be like a
inconspicuous.
mastiff that's
I
accompanied
thought
us?
about I've thought about that. Yeah,
You've seen
It wouldn't
mastiffs. You
give
saw one
me-
yesterday.
Yeah, it wouldn't give me much extra HP, but I would at least be disguised.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you'd be there in case we needed you.
Yeah, I can
And then
always-
you can always switch into something like a bear or something later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be good
That's a
just,
great
just in
idea.
case.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything you and I can do.
Or
We are not the smoothest talkers and getting into places.
Yeah.
We're-
Plus,
Tiny.
you know, I'm an elf
Um,
and you're a dragon.
You are.
I had a potential, I think,
Cassandra.
lie
Right.
I could say to get inside
You
there.
I'm just gonna not.
A hired muscle.
Yeah.
Quiet. Discretion is your
But-
specialty.
Yeah.
We
I
met
can't do it
on
right
the
now,
road
because
in
the thing that would give me
Port
credibility is
Chance.
in
Used to
somebody
work
else's
for big
hands.
merchants
Yeah.
there.
But
I'm Mac the Knife, famous syndicate.
But we're gonna be less
assassin.
conspicuous as
Fixer.
the two of us than you
I'm
know.
known as
I am
Four
the
of
most
us.
conspicuous
My name.
person in town, and
And
you
knives are what I
really
use.
stand
Oh,
out.
okay.
I have my hood.
I hate to say this, but somebody wearing a hood over full splint mail is still like, how many people in town are wearing splint mail?
I just got this armor.
How many people in town
Yeah,
are
but
wearing
isn't it
splint mail?
Emmeline's armor? Someone's gonna
Yeah.
recognize you.
Well, I'm not trying to get close. I'm just trying to get close enough that if shit happens, I can at least
You'll
get
hear
there
my
eventually.
Wand of knock. That'll be the signal.
We'll hear the knock on
Like
the
I'm not
door.
trying. I'm not trying to
heard
get
the knock.
noticed.
It was
I'm
pretty,
not trying to
pretty
get close
definite.
enough to be noticed. I'm just trying to get close enough to where if shit goes down, we can take a few rounds to get there and help.
This is back where I'm from. They would just kick in the guy's door, rummage
don't
through
think-
everything, and then strip him of his title. And
I don't think Pocket wants to go the kick in door route.
Yeah, and again, we're talking about evidence, and so if we kick in doors in a large mansion, we'll likely have to deal with the guard presence
the
there,
military
and that'll
doesn't
give
care
time.
about evidence.
No, it doesn't. But I mean, if we wanted to assassinate Donald, that's an option too. But
I
we
mean,
need to talk
you
about
and
that
I
as
are think similar on the go in, kick doors open, but I think we should give Pocket a chance to try to do it this way.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be waiting, I guess.
Close enough, but not too close to where anyone's going to notice us.
Just on the edge of town, I guess.
Or the cave or something.
So you're saying it's
Cave
all? It's.
sounds
I mean, it's like a quarter mile out of town ish.
It's
About
still-
maybe just about a half. Just
It's
shy of
still
half.
dark, so maybe you and I can go find a place while it's still dark and we can go
I
a little
do
more
blend in
discreetly.
well at night.
And then we can go find a place that we can be kind of discreet, kind of on the edge. And you can maybe, if you're close enough, ideally, to message him. If not, then we'll try to rely on perception checks to see if there's anything going on.
What's your perception check? Mine's
+5.
Oh, okay. All right, that might actually work out then. I mean, we'll see. The rolls
We'll
haven't been with us. All
You
right.
have her.
So what's our game plan? We're heading.
You'll
Heading-
see.
Yes.
I won't.
Yeah.
Perception.
We'll fast forward to you guys kind of sneak out of town. The Grittons are all over Thoriak.
Is he enjoying it?
He's asleep still.
I hope to smile on his face.
Every now and again. They're in the pantry. Like it's
Yeah.
would you guys have wanted to have left as soon as possible?
We want to leave while it's still dark, at least us, because we
Okay.
need to go find a place nearby-ish that's not going to be conspicuous.
So we don't like go through town together. It's
Okay,
like a,
you can
Yeah.
make a general stealth
So
check.
him and I are going to go kind
That's
of...
fine. This is low
Yeah.
DC,
Just
so-
have one.
I'm gonna have my
teensy tiny fear before we do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I can do
Guys, what if we go in there and we, you go with the plan, say we have to get rid of this evidence, and he's just like, I'll take care of it, thanks for the warning. And then we lose any chance of getting any evidence
I
from
think
him because
Pocket's
he
gotta-
destroys it.
Yeah, no, that's a
Got a
good
point.
point. But at that point, we will adjust the plan accordingly. And I will try and be convincing because so far his history of protecting this and all of this has been bad. And so he knows if he's worked with the syndicate, he'll know. I'm hoping he doesn't seem to be a bright cookie, but there's a whole lot of pain in his future if the syndicate gets burned on this. And so that'll be my main approach, is that the syndicate can't afford to let him handle this. That's why I came
Yeah.
in
Because
the
it's
middle
in
of the
his
night.
interest, too.
I trust you. You seem
Yeah.
to know a lot more about this, so I'll just turn into a cute puppy or
It's very
dog,
scary,
full-grown,
scary.
full-grown mastiff, I should say.
Yeah, we'll
Sorry.
talk about your character when we, on the road here.
Okay.
So Vanya and Bramash, what are our stealth checks?
So I have a question. So my Cloak of Elvenkind doesn't say that I have advantage on stealth checks. It just says while wearing the cloak with the hood up, wisdom checks made to see me have disadvantage. So do I still have disadvantage on my stealth
We'll
checks?
just call it as a straight roll. It gives you a straight
Okay.
roll. Okay.
All right.
I will edit your item later.
10.
Okay.
Oh,
6.
I
Six.
assumed
Oh,
I assumed
I was
I
worried
blessed
you were
you
hiding
before.
Vanya,
it
you
doesn't
managed
matter.
to kind of get towards the cave area pretty much unnoticed with your.
It is
your-
dark.
It's dark out. It's like
he's black.
3:15 a.m.
Got a big hat and stuff. Horns.
that's mine.
As you're passing Bramash, as you're passing a window, you see somebody notice you. This is before you're even out of the lower boroughs, but other than that, you make it to the northeast exit of the town just fine.
So how far away is the cave from the donut place?
Cave is visible from outside of town, probably 200 yards,
Okay.
and the you don't know how far exactly beyond that the manor is.
So I'd like to get to a place where we could at least see the manor. That-
Okay,
That
so
we won't be seeing.
you're gonna have to head east for a little bit,
Okay.
and you do
That-
so.
Yes.
So
Sorry, I thought the cave was kind of invisible.
no, the cave is just like right off the
Okay.
road. It's you could tell like it's almost like a service entrance, clearly not often used.
Okay.
But, so you head east for another 3 minutes, and you start seeing some lights
Okay.
breaking through the hills, and the closer you get, the more you realize that they are. You can tell that they are 2 torches.
Okay.
And right now you're about maybe a quarter mile away.
Okay.
That's really all you can make out from this distance.
Can I do a perception check just of anything in the surround, not necessarily around the house, at the house per se,
But
but
this
the
area,
surrounding
the terrain?
area, like
Yeah.
a tree, bushy
There's
area.
lots of
or-
hills. There's some solitary trees. It's not quite a forest.
Okay.
Think eastern Colorado, but lots of hills, lots of rocks.
Anything that looks kind of like big enough to kind of hang out.
Lots of stuff.
behind?
There's,
Okay.
Yeah, but go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Or not perception?
No, this is going to be an investigation. You're looking for something specific, and Bermash can help you out if he likes.
-1
It's
investigation
the middle of the
plus 5
night,
perception.
and these are dark hills.
Yeah, you can't see
right?
shit. Never
I
mind.
have dark vision.
Right.
I do
Yeah.
not. It is dark.
Right.
I see night.
You're not
But-
trying to perceive something. You're looking for something.
Okay. Natural 1.
Okay. Yeah, there's lots.
And I have -1 to that, by the way.
So
Zero.
okay, cool. You're probably fine no matter where you hide. Maybe discuss it with Bramash. It's up to you.
I say we hide right in front of the door of the place.
We should hide out. I don't
With
know
natural
what's,
one.
I don't know what's around here. What are you seeing around here?
There's some rocks and some trees.
I mean, there's only the only torches out around this place are in the front, or
You can't quite. Even Vanya couldn't quite tell from the distance that you guys are currently at. But you're able to see 2 torches that look like maybe they're near an entrance of some kind. But it's far enough, and you don't have perfect dark vision. You see well in low light.
Okay.
So you're perceiving far better than Bramash. It's a cloudy night.
Okay.
It's dark. You can't see the moon. It's a particularly dark night.
A little hard for me to see things right now.
But she's able to describe some hills, some grassy knolls, some trees.
But not knolls. Just
we
grassy
should
knolls.
we should park out and hang out on the grassy knoll. And if any VIPs come through, we can
Okay.
get a good eye on
Maybe
them.
we should get off the path maybe a little bit? Are we on a path?
Yeah, the path kind of weaves its way. Like, it's not a perfectly straight path. Great, referencing JFK. But kind of seeing eye dogging with Vanya, you're able to you're able to get maybe about 1/8 of a mile away. If somebody had really good dark vision, they could probably see you, but you're pretty comfortable that you're well
It's
enough
like
hidden.
get in some rocks here
Yeah.
and camp out.
You can kind of see the path, and if you peek up over the hill, you can see 2 torches. You're a little closer now. You can see a gate,
Okay.
and you can see a fence splitting off in each direction, and in the background you can see a tall manor.
Do you want to message Pocket and let him know we are in position?
Where is he?
Yeah, where is he?
Oh, that's true. Because you were probably not far behind us.
Yeah, and trying to guide a low key exit from the brass cask, and
Okay.
and then just making way up and then kind of arcing a little more from. Just a little bit more of an arc from what they took. Not great.
Okay, great. Yeah. So Vanya kind of just went straight through the middle of town.
Yeah.
Bramash kind of went through the south of town, and they kind of dovetail. If you went just kind of catty corner, like maybe through the Turnry Market.
Yeah.
You could do that. So yeah, you could do that. Are we trying to be stealthy?
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll 3 stealth checks.
Oh boy.
Should I be a dog or a...
Not a dog yet. 'Cause
Not a
we're gonna
dog
need
yet.
every minute of dog time.
Yeah.
All right.
How long can she?
It's a
An
long
hour.
time.
Yeah.
It's
An
a
hour.
long
An
time
hour,
of dog time. But yeah, still, it's going to take you a little bit to get there, so it's up to you. 10. What do we got?
I had 22.
22. What do we got there?
Not one.
Nat 1.
I'm not very
The cursed. The cursed.
You're doing the thing like in the first game.
Okay, so Pocket is out the door, and you guys almost lose track of him. Callisto is actually a little stealthier.
The unexpected.
Yeah,
Person like me.
the large amount of coin that Juniper has recently accumulated seems to be just a little wonky on her purse, and she's just she's got this almost like coin skirt jingle when she's walking a little bit. But I mean, you draw less attention than you would expect because Pocket is able to be like just occasionally he'll just kind of dampen the coin purse as you guys are walking. So it's not the marching band that it would have been. With a good 23.
23. Or 22.
22, Pocket is able to keep you from alerting everyone. A few eyes, especially near, once you get nearer towards the castle ward, there are some bakers, and you are all 3 just noticed by some people that are trying to bake for the day. But eventually you make your way east, I'm assuming, out of there. It only takes you on foot less than a mile, less than 10 minutes to get to the point where Vanya and Bermash could see you.
Great.
And no one at the manor sees you yet.
Great.
Okay.
But I don't think you see them yet either.
No.
Did we ever have a word that, if in case you can message him, that's like come and help word?
Well, if I
Did we set on
message him
something?
when he responds, no one can hear him.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
it's not like an audible
Gotcha.
talking. It's like a.
I thought he had to
it's like
whisper
a,
back.
It's like below. Well, it's a whisper that's so low.
Okay.
It's like that. It's so there is no
Okay.
hearing it.
You guys are gonna have to like command me, so I seem like a real like
You're
actual
Brutina.
dog. Brutina, okay.
And your motivation is that if I'm in danger, you are fiercely protective of me.
Okay.
And that goes for you too. I am a high-ranking member of the
This is like a
syndicate.
dream come true for you, isn't
It
it?
really is. So if anyone guards, like it will seem like we're raising the stakes, but it has to be. We won't be believed if you let them bully me around. If they point swords at me, growls and sword at them.
Great.
I am VIP as far as this is concerned.
Okay. Got it.
What's your name?
Cassandra.
And you are?
Like try.
Brutina.
Yes.
I'm not gonna be able to say it, so it's
I know,
okay.
but it's important
But I
for
will
we want
remember.
them to believe who she is. And I'm Mac, and I use knives to kill people. So people call me Mac the Knife.
Okay. But aren't you first being
The 3 words.
Reginald?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a cover for Mac. I'm
Oh.
gonna be very proper. That was just me practicing on you guys. Those names were ridiculous.
Okay.
Sandra is a middle name? My goodness. Come on, keep up.
Yeah.
You guys worry about your characters, I'll worry about
Okay,
mine.
yeah.
Got it,
Whatever.
Pookie.
Following your lead.
Mac. What?
Don't worry about it. But don't be surprised if we call you that from now on.
I didn't like the kitten. All
The
right.
Ninja Turtle said it.
So, for the manor, is there a wall around it?
There's an iron gate
Iron
or
gate.
an iron fence. It looks like there are clearly like wrought iron points along the edge. It's about 6 feet tall, and you're not able to tell exactly how sharp they are from this distance.
Great. 6 foot tall wall with a gate in it.
And from this, you can only see the one gate right now, but you
Great.
can only see it from the front.
Great. And then the rest of the walls, though, are solid.
No, it's
It's
all this
all
kind of
iron
iron. Yeah.
Great. That's unhelpful.
All right, I'm gonna shape
Super visible.
just before we
Yes.
start walking. So
Great. So you're a mastiff.
I'm a master.
Cool. That has stats. That's great.
It's not.
Okay. Are you approaching this gate?
She named you Bader.
All right. As you approach the gate, you see two intense-looking guards. They're not Crownsblade. And as they take note of you, it is 3:30 in the morning. They're like, hold on, who's that? Hold on.
And I will lean in furiously.
Yeah.
My name won't matter much because you won't know who I am. But after what happened with a certain trio in town, I need to talk to Donald immediately. I'm with the Gladmore group that helps provide him with some of his interests.
All right, well, make me a deception check.
11.
Morning. I don't know what interest you're talking about, but if you don't get the fuck out of here, we're gonna kill you.
If you don't let me through, the Crownsblade's gonna be here any minute with a lot of bad news.
What bad news could they possibly give us?
They have, he's gonna pull out his papers. There is evidence right now with the Crown's Guard. It took me everything that I have to get these papers out of their hands. This points directly to this facility, and it's only a matter of time before they notice it's missing. I need to speak with Donald.
You see two other guards that it looks like they've been patrolling, they circle in front. And one of them leans over his shoulder. Hey Arlo, what do you think? This guy says he's got business with the boss. And something about the Crown's Blade, I don't know. And you recognize this one as one of the slovenly drunks that you'd spoken to a couple days prior. And he looks at you.
nerve-wracking.
Do I know?
Unless you've been traveling up by Gladmore recently, I do not think so. I am here to defend the referentium. It is in 2 days, and in the course of one 24-hour period, a group has managed to almost ruin everything. If we want the referentium to pass, I need to speak with Donald now.
I'll make a persuasion check.
12.
12. No, I don't think so. Get the fuck out of here. Don't make me get the boss.
Get the
What?
boss.
Yeah. What?
What's that?
Don't make me get the boss.
Who's the I'm trying to talk to the boss.
No, you're trying to talk to Jonas, don't know. I'm gonna go get the boss, and you're not gonna be happy about it.
Fine. Don't.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Your rolls, buddy.
That's how I do.
Uh,
And gonna try and just step away from the gate a little bit,
okay.
and then just kind of keeping an eye and seeing if I'll have an opportunity to stealthily make my way.
Okay.
Walking about as far as I need.
You guys disappear off into the darkness a
Yeah.
little bit. Is that what's happening here?
Yeah. I'm gonna try and sneak in again.
Okay.
And try and get around these guys that are very, very sharp. But the plan's still the same. They're so sharp. The plan's still the same. If I get caught, you're my guards, and you need to be there to have my back.
Okay, if you're sneaking in, how do we get in there if you get caught?
I'll work on
Kick in the
that.
door with the, or
Yeah.
give the wand of knocks.
Yeah. I'll knock open the gate.
Okay,
I think that's how this works.
okay.
So you disappear back in the darkness. You see them kind of converse for a little while, and they kind of laugh. And then you see the guard that you recognized as just one of the townsmen earlier in the week. Kind of they kind of pass each other and circle back around. And it looks like they may be walking in like circles,
Great.
contrary to each other around the building.
Great. Is there any... Can I check for an opening in that circle?
Sure, yeah. You want to scout around a little bit?
Yeah, I can just scout.
Give me
stealthy
a
scout.
let's do a stealth check.
That's a 7.
Okay, cool. And let's do an investigation check as well.
That is a 24.
Okay. So you get around to the back of the almost 3/4 around the building. You notice another gate. It looks like it has got a heavy lock on it with a chain. Right as you notice that, you're hello, hello. I hear something. And they're still inside. And they're just kind of peering out into the darkness. They hear something.
Great.
But you do notice another gate with a heavy lock on it.
Great.
It doesn't look like they're keen to like leave. You know, they're out in the boonies. This could be an animal, but they're definitely alerted to something right now.
Okay. I'm gonna come back around. They're not buying it.
Yeah, that sucks. Any other plans? She's a dog.
Oh,
She
yeah.
can't talk to you right now.
I thought that was a hand up.
I can give you a paw.
Thanks. There's a second gate in the back. It's pretty well guarded.
Okay.
They're not letting us in the front.
You see the guys that he's talking about being well guarded just walk back around towards the front.
Okay.
I can try and sneak. I could try and unlock the back gate.
It takes them about, and you guys are aware, it takes them about 5 to 10 minutes to circle the place. It's a pretty big estate.
Great.
And it's 3:30 in the morning. They're tired.
I say we try one more time, and if they catch us, you're scary, and so you can intimidate them that the syndicate will kill them all for being in our way.
Alright.
Sound good? And
I'm willing to try.
you'd be scary.
So are you
Gonna head back to that back gate.
You heading to the back gate? Are you taking these two?
Not like the whole way, but like just back around, like closer to the back half of the estate.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna sneak ahead.
Let's make another stealth check.
That's a 23 for me.
23, like a invisible ghost, silently, stealthily. They almost lose track of you again. Your guys are probably hanging out in the kind of in the hills surrounding, I would assume, while Pocket makes his way to the gate.
Great.
And let's make a Thieves' Tools check with your proficiency bonus, right?
That is a 16.
Did you add your proficiency to that too?
Yes.
Okay. It takes you a little while, a little longer than you're expecting, but eventually you're, and you see the latch swing up a little bit, and you have quick hands. Right before the chain comes loose and loudly clangs down, you grab both edges of it, lower it down, and you hear the gate just slightly go.
Great.
The gate is open.
Great.
No one sees you right now. No one sees anybody right now.
Try and push open the gate carefully.
Okay.
Careful. Open the
It
gate.
doesn't resist at all.
And I'm going to signal for you guys to come.
Great.
And
All guys, or
No, just these two. To make their way toward the gate. And I am going to, as they make their way up, dash toward the estate. Or what's if there's a estate ahead?
Okay.
Stealthily.
I'd like you guys.
Should I
Got
get
it.
something?
All right. I'd like you guys to make a stealth check for me.
She had disadvantage because of the heavy armor.
Not good.
Don't worry, it could get worse.
It did.
That would be
Say 4.
4. Okay.
dexterity, right?
You got +2 on
Yeah,
there. All
that's what I
right.
was figuring. Okay, 18.
18. Okay. Great. So basically, Callisto's doing her best. She's doing her damn best. Her new armor is unwieldy. It's unwieldy for her.
Got it.
But Pocket, being a master of stealth, is trying to like dampen, and Juniper is like literally leaning her big, mastiff head up against the other side of Callisto's squeaky armor. You managed to probably get up close to the estate without being noticed.
Great.
You are about 3/4 behind. You have not gone fully behind the building yet, but you have noticed that there is a small path going from the gate to around behind the building.
Great. I want to get behind the building.
Okay, I'm assuming you all go together. We'll just
Yeah.
use that same stealth roll for now.
Great.
You probably need to do it quickly.
Yeah.
You find another entry. There's a door.
Pocket's gonna try and just immediately go for the lockpick, assuming it's locked.
Okay. You do find that it is locked. I'd make your Thieves' Tools check.
10.
10. It's this is not a security measure door, but it takes you a while, and you notice those two guards walking from each side of you. You duck down. I'm using your same stealth roll.
Great.
Yeah, I'm assuming the other two have just stayed kind of down and hidden.
Yeah.
You have to duck down. You eventually get to keep up, and you get working on it. It takes you almost another full rotation. You manage to get it open. It's ugly. It's scuffed. Looks like somebody broke in there now.
Great.
But the door is open. And I think Ramesh and Vanya are just out front, about 300 yards away from the front of the building right
Yeah.
now.
Well, we can't really see. I don't.
Well,
think.
I thought we were like off to the side.
Yeah,
a
you're
little bit.
maybe off to the like 50 yards to the side and about 200-300 yards away from the front gate.
ish. We need to be able to see stuff, right? So do we have no idea.
You can see the torches. Vanya actually has pretty good detail. Like she can see.
Well, I thought I rolled a 1.
You're closer now.
Okay.
We did get closer. Did we at least like see? Did she at least see that they had like gone off to the side or around the back?
She saw them when they were standing near the torches. She saw that there are.
Which I saw that
Yeah.
too. Like
It doesn't look like his talking to them worked. I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't look like they let him in.
I mean, so Pocket would probably try and sneak in, right?
I think so.
I don't know how the other two would sneak in. I mean, do we want to like wait a while and just see?
Well,
Do we want to make a ruckus out
or
front?
like distract them, maybe. Yeah, I
we
guess
could
we
make
could.
a ruckus out front or something.
Maybe we can go be like, trying to sell the lie a little bit. Like, we're the Crown's Blade are coming for you and you're going down. Kind of thing.
That's not a good one.
Well, just not to distract them so that, they can get in. And maybe sell the lie a little bit if that didn't work.
It looked like 4 of them
I keep dropping
came
dice.
up to the front.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So we've got like 4 outside.
Yeah.
I don't know how many would be inside. I guess we could come up and we could really conspicuously be snooping around in a really obvious way.
Yeah.
To the point where they'd be like, what are you guys doing? We're like, nothing. We're just out for a walk here. Is this Jonas Donnell's place?
Yeah.
Nice place. What kinds of gates you got on this?
You don't want
know-
to try to convince them that maybe the Crown's Blade are looking for stuff on Donnell, and they maybe have
I mean,
sent
if they
us to
recognize
kind of
us, then they'd be like, people are closing in. Just start where maybe we could ask some really bad questions. We could ask hey, when's Donnell gonna be out next? You probably don't have that many security people when he's gone.
Yeah.
Obvious. Oh man, what are these guys up to? Oh, so when he's in the square, right? It's easy to talk to him there. Could we talk to him here? And just make it, we could just take a long time at the front gate.
Do you want to do the talking?
I feel like if you do the talking, you'll threaten them.
I will tell them. If
don't-
I do the talking, I'm going to try to sell Pocket's lie. And cause a distraction at the same time. So those would be my 2 goals: is to support Pocket's lie.
Yeah,
So
I
that
wish we
maybe
coulda
they're
heard what their
second guess.
conversation was.
It didn't look like it went well.
No, they weren't there very long.
So my suspicions is they didn't believe the lie.
Or maybe they were just like, nah, it doesn't matter. We got.
Aren't you're not close enough to message him, are you?
No, we're still a ways away from the building. Right?
Yeah, the building's pretty large too, so you would have to be almost
Basic.
adjacent to them
Could we maybe stealth down closer? Is there how far away? How close could we get to the fence without just being out in the open?
I mean, you'd have to probably get another 150 yards closer to be able to get. Are we trying to get to
We're going to be around the side of the building and be close enough that they're inside.
kind of the direction they went? Yeah, you'd probably have to move forward about 500 yards, almost directly from where you are, because you're off to the side. The building is in the middle. It's a large circular fence. You're kind of.
These are humans, right? These are all humans, as far as we can see.
You can't tell.
But
I
it's
can
the dudes by
probably.
the torches. I didn't get a look at them.
But
and
I
they were
can probably
You can see
tell.
humanoid figures. You probably could if you were a little closer. But
I'm
you're
going to
only one.
assume they're all humans, which means that if we're just out in the dark a little ways, they can't see us.
What if we're just hey, we know the Crown's Blade's coming, and we were gonna kind of watch because we're voyeuristic that way. I don't know.
Or it could be you could give us what we want. You could give it to us, and then the Crown's Blade doesn't have to kick your door down.
No, that was gonna be Pocket's lie, but they can yell at us to go away, and we'll be like, oh, okay, and then maybe Pocket can retry. I don't know.
I have no idea where they are right
Yeah.
now. This is we could sneak in.
Well, neither you or I are very sneaky.
Well, okay, so do they only have the one gate? Can
I
you
don't
see
know.
another gate?
Can I see another gate?
Not from where you guys are. I'm assuming they're just stationary right
Yeah.
now.
But if they're sneaking, and they've got two not as sneaky people, maybe us just talking to the guards will add
We can
advantage
make a
to their
big
sneaking.
hullabaloo. Yeah, I guess let's try that.
Okay, I'm gonna let you talk.
All right.
So you approach the front gate.
We approach the front gate. Will we like go back to the road and then come up the
Yeah.
road?
Sure. As you guys enter the torchlight, both of the guards raise heavy crossbows and just train them on you. I said, "Fuck off!"
What?
What?
They're different guys. Fuck off.
Why are you? What is with the crossbows?
3,
Like, I don't understand what's going on
2.
with that. We're here. We're here because the crown's blades are coming. Is he gonna attack me?
What's your AC?
My AC's a little 11. He definitely hits, doesn't he?
You take 9 points of piercing damage.
Cool. I immediately. How far away are we?
You guys are, I'd say about 50, 60 feet.
What's the range on a heavy crossbow?
Oh, no, I think it's like 120 for a heavy.
We're 50 feet away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
But I'm just going by the torchlight.
We're 50 feet away.
How does
Dang.
he shoot that well as a human in the dark?
In the torchlight, these
That
guys,
torchlight reaches 50 feet away?
this torchlight reaches 50
This
feet
is a
away.
very powerful torch.
It's a big ass torch. There's 2 big ass torches. You can see them from a quarter mile away.
I'm gonna. He just attacked me. And I don't know what his attack was, or I would have shielded it. Because
Oh, you can use your reaction.
yeah.
His attack was, let's see here. I don't remember what he rolled now because I hit my dice with the other thing. It was a 19?
Oh, I definitely am not going to bother with that one. I'm just thinking I don't like being shot at by this dude. And I'm not close enough. Can I just walk forward like 20 feet and there's the other guy gonna shoot me. I'm gonna
We'll find out.
So hold on, I got hit. I'm just gonna like try.
They didn't get
This is
crossbowed.
going great.
we're
These
dragging.
guys were already irritated. They've already had to tell people to leave tonight.
I just stand up and I'm just like. And I walk forward.
He's reloading.
So in the time it takes me to reload, I'm gonna walk forward 20 feet.
The other guy says, 3.
The guy who's shooting at me. Well, do I get the 20 feet forward before he shoots?
Sure. But he's like, 3.
So the other dude, I'm gonna cast hideous laughter on him.
Okay, the guy that's fighting. Yeah.
So yeah, the moment I get like about 20
Sure.
feet, like I'm starting the spell,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
moment I get 20 feet
What's
away,
the,
or
what's the
30
save
feet.
on that?
It's I think it's an intelligence save,
Oh,
or it's a wisdom save.
Okay, still good for you.
13 is what they need to beat.
Okay. No. Falls over. Belly at laughing. The guy that shot you like looks down at him. He screams, "We're under attack! We're under attack!"
No one's attacking you. I haven't done anything.
You hear a slamming of a front door.
And I just have a crossbow bolt in me at this point, and my hands are up, and you're still like 20 feet behind me, right? Like,
So-
have you moved?
I
Can
am
I
like
hear
wondering if I need to
This
go,
as a dog.
You can hear all
go
of
like
this.
lightning
You
You guys can
on
hear
these
all of this.
people.
This
Oh,
place
they
is
can
lighting
hear
up like a freaking firecracker.
Are you guys gonna stop shooting at us?
Nope, you're gonna die.
The moment that I hear
Okay,
that,
okay, we'll leave.
the moment
We're
I hear
leaving.
that, I just
We're
start
leaving.
like,
They don't care. Okay, that is a 24 and a 20 to hit.
those both definitely.
You guys should run.
Yeah, I mean, I start
This is the worst
running.
plan I've ever heard. You take 19 points of piercing damage.
Well, I'm down.
Okay.
Uh,
I cast healing word on him to get him up,
Does
and
hideous
hopefully
laughter
he's
maintain?
running.
if I'm unconscious, no. That's a concentration spell.
I'm running and casting healing word at the same time.
So two of them. So another one ran up and shot at me too.
No, 2 more ran up and shot at you.
Okay.
Vanya, you take
I was running
4. You just left
while casting healing word.
Okay.
That's what I said. I was running and casting healing word.
Did you run the opposite direction?
Yes.
Were you standing next to him originally?
It was a 60-foot range.
60-foot range. So when I was saying, okay, we'll leave, I had started
You
running.
started running then? They have a 120-foot range.
Okay.
The heavy crossbot has the.
That's without disadvantage.
That's their short range.
Yeah, it goes up to 300.
Oh dang! Heavy
God.
crossbows are sweet.
That is 14 points of piercing damage.
What was the hit to hit?
It was a natural 19 for a 23.
Okay. But what about my healing word? Is that just not counting?
He's up. He's
I'm up,
Roll
and I'm-
your heal.
Did I roll for that?
Yeah, you roll a d4 plus 2.
Okay. I feel like I said I was running and no one listened to me.
No, I heard you were running, but I mean they have range. They can just shoot you.
6.
6 points of damage. You're up.
6 points of
Right.
healing.
Yeah, I was gonna cast Mage Armor myself, but I do not have
How
that
many
spell right
points
now.
of damage?
That was 12 points of piercing damage.
How come that's so much?
I rolled a d8 for an 8, and theirs is plus 4. You see lights going on inside the mansion, and you hear a lot of hullabaloo. But everybody seems to be crowding towards the front of the building.
So like I have like 30 feet speed.
Okay.
So
you
that
guys were
would have
20
been
feet away, right?
that would have been a movement and a dash.
You would have done.
And I had a bonus action healing word.
Yeah, and then you were 50
And I
feet
was
away.
I was 20 feet away from him. Like he had gone
So you were
up.
50 feet away, so you can get 110 feet away.
All right, let's do it at
Yeah.
disadvantage because he has a 300-foot range. Okay.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Okay, yeah.
That's a disadvantage. I feel like this is fair. This was a really weird plan.
Yeah.
Well, we saw that they talked before, so yeah, I'm gonna. Are there trees at all nearby?
There's some scrubby trees, yeah. You can't see them super good. It's about 4 a.m.
Well, no, but like, can I see that there is a place that is badly lit?
Everywhere is badly lit. Everywhere. I mean, outside of that torchlight, but you do see torches like coming from around the other side of the building now.
Okay, well, I try and dash into the bushes when I get up.
Great, yeah.
And I'm just out of eyesight for humans. 'Cause
Easily done. They're not going to.
Also-
I assume if I can't see, they can't
Sure.
see. That's
I
where
want
I'm
to
going.
use my reaction.
I think that's for a melee attack.
Is it?
It'd be cool if it
That
was just
check for me.
God smite.
Just says no.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's fine.
I mean, you can try, but it just wouldn't do anything, and I don't want it to like cost your limited that. Yeah, they are on high alert right now. You guys have run off into the darkness. You see another guard come out the front door and ask what's going on.
Staged.
He sends him back to the facing the building to the left, and you guys hiding off in the bushes. See, and you guys can hear all of this, and this is kind of happening simultaneously to your adventures because I'm assuming we waited around a little bit. You see a man on a horse bolt through the open gate and head towards town.
Do we see who the man is?
You see, he looks like he looks like one of the guards that came out the front door of the building.
As he's crossing by on the road, I want to cast. I want to cast Phantasmal Force.
Okay.
But I want to cast it on his horse.
Great. Okay. Let's
And it
find some
is-
horse stats.
It is an intelligence saving throw.
This is not looking good for Mr. Horse. They have
And I
until
want
3.
he has to be a 13, and I want the thing to be a 10-foot cube that looks like as he's passing by where I think Vanya might be once he's out in the darkness. I'm gonna make so. You already rolled. Dang. I was gonna use my portent
do.
on him. I don't
Go
know what
ahead
to roll.
if you wish.
So I'm hoping it has a negative on the stat here. So I'm going to its roll is a 13.
Okay.
The image I want to display for, I just want to explain this before I know
Sure.
whether or not
Yes,
it fails, is that of a like twisted beast that clearly looks like it wants to eat a horse.
Okay.
That is there lunging at the horse's legs. This thing is like
Sure.
10 feet across. It's
Okay.
low to the ground. It's got glowing eyes.
Sure.
It smells like poop.
Yeah.
And it's going for the horse.
Great. Yeah, the horse bucks up and bucks the guy right off.
Bucks the guy right off. So he's out in the darkness now, too.
Yeah.
When this
Can I
happens.
see who it is?
You actually have never seen this guy before, that you can tell. And he's wearing a helmet and some pretty sturdy looking armor. And he gets up and starts running towards town.
I wanna
hauling ass.
haul ass after him,
Yeah.
and I don't know where you are.
I'm going with you.
Okay.
Great. So it's him up front, and you guys are pursuing this guy back towards Vivesk.
How far in front of me has this guy gotten?
Are you? You think you're like right on it?
Well,
you're-
yeah, like the
you
moment
already
he
took your
starts.
action for, let's call it action with Phantasmal Force.
So in the time he gets bucked off and then he's
30 feet.
So he's 30 feet away. So I want to hit him with a hideous laughter.
Okay.
And
What's
he's
the
got
save on that?
Wisdom 13.
Natural one.
So perfect. So he goes down laughing.
Horse is losing his shit, by the way, just squealing and
I realize that horse might be taking. Well, actually, once I cast the other one, I lose concentration.
lose concentration. Right, the horse is probably okay. And the horse bolts back to the manor.
Yeah. And I like signal to wherever Vanya is because I can't actually
Sure.
see you.
I can see
Yeah,
everything.
you
that's
see everything
happening.
just fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like I try and message you wherever you are because I realize I'm like fumbling in like very dim light here to like tie him up or something, knock him out.
Okay. Do you want me to? Should I hit him with a spell or something?
Just hit him in the head with the hammer. He's on the ground. He's like
Okay.
incapacitated.
Okay,
Alright.
yeah, roll for attack with advantage.
With my hammer.
I'm assuming so.
All right.
I just want to knock this dude out.
I'm assuming this is intended to be non-lethal damage, or is this? Or do we give a shit?
Non-lethal.
Yeah, knock him out, right? Like knock him out.
22.
22. Okay, it hits.
He's incapacitated. Do we don't get anything else
3.
from that, or
Advantage. Does 3 points of damage?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that break the spell?
he's got to roll again on the save?
Snaps right out of it, and Incan looks around and just starts hauling ass towards the town.
Like, I guess we should have grappled him or something. I guess or tied him up. I don't have rope. I'm just talking to you now. We're like standing in this guy's. Do we want to stop him? Like,
I can cast a spell on him.
are we just gonna kill this guy? If she casts a spell, I am also going to cast a spell. What spell are you casting?
I don't know. I have very deadly spells
I do too.
or healing spells.
Because I could try and incapacitate him again.
Can I dash after him?
You sure can. Yeah,
Gosh,
you're
not
probably
right.
you were a little bit behind Bramash, right?
He had to get up
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that's
So-
half his movement. So he got up. He
Ooh.
ran 15 feet, and then he ran another 30 feet with his dash action.
So I can
He's
go
45
60 feet.
feet.
When he leaves my area, because I came over with there.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try and grapple him when he?
Sure, make a strength check. He does a strength check.
Mine's an 18. I'm using my other portent.
Cool. You managed to this guy feels bigger and stronger than you, but for some reason he's not going anywhere.
When I catch up to them, I help.
I'm like, tie him up.
Okay.
There's no catching up. This dude ran 5 feet.
He's shrieking. Let go of me! Let go of me! What's going on?
Yeah, like, do you have rope?
I do.
Help!
Yeah, tie him up. I try and like push him to the ground.
I mean, he's fighting hard. He's not complying. He's kicking and biting and scrambling.
You better stop, or I will light your ass up with a.
You're all going to jail. I'm not worried about you.
We're going to jail. You shot me with a crossbow.
You was trespassing. We gave you due warning. No
I was
one's
not
gonna blame you.
trespassing. I was out on Gladmore lands. I was not inside the. I was not doing anything. I came to talk. I want
Those
to
were
talk.
definitely the Baron's lands. You're going to jail.
You shot at me.
I'm allowed to shoot at you. You was trespassing.
You didn't give me any chance to walk away. You
I
shot
did
at
too.
me.
I said
We're trying to
3.
help you, you dumbass.
You're going to jail, and you're rude. He's screaming.
They're coming. They're coming. They're coming.
Yeah, I know. The Crown's Blade are coming, and you're going to jail. I know.
They are not coming for us. They are coming for you.
No, they're not.
Coming for Donnell.
No, they're not.
Hack was captured. Hack is going to
I don't know who
testify
Hack is. Who's Hack?
from the syndicate.
Okay. Good for you.
They have evidence.
Donnell was working with the syndicate, and they have all this evidence against him.
All right, take me to town. I will comply with your story.
We're not trying to take you to town.
Yeah, we weren't. We were just trying to stop you from running around and waking everybody up and causing a problem and blowing the whole thing up.
All right, what do you want me to do?
Okay,
Just-
so they're coming for Donnell to get evidence. He needs to get rid of the evidence that shows that he has been working with the syndicate.
Donnell's a good man. There's no evidence. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's evidence.
Listen,
Make a persuasion check. This is going so poorly.
It's hilarious, though.
11. No, he's a good man.
listen.
You just don't like him because you're an elf. He was right.
I work
Half
with,
elf.
I work with out of country interests, and I'm trying to do business with everybody in Bavesk right now. And it looks like the new leader here is going to be Donnell, and I need him to not be creating upheaval. I need stability in this city.
We want him to like us too, so we thought if we did him a favor and warned him that he wouldn't, when he wins, obviously, which he clearly will, that he's not going to hold anything against us.
I mean, make a deception check, I guess. Both of you.
Oh no.
10.
11.
Yeah, whatever you say. All right. So what do you want me to do?
Just go back.
Warn Donnell. He will appreciate it. Warn him.
All right. Well, would you come with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Alright,
please
would you
don't
let me
shoot
go?
us. Please
Yeah,
don't shoot
yeah.
us.
I like step back so you can untie him.
You let me go?
Yeah, yeah.
Please. Oh, thank you. He takes off.
Uh,
Your deception check failed. I'm sorry.
yeah. Just I don't want to kill the guy. There's nothing.
Okay, he disappears in the darkness. Meanwhile, you guys hear voices. Oh, you hear voices. You guys see crowds of guards heading towards the front of the building. Probably 3 or 4, and they think whatever it is out there. You guys are like sitting low, like, but they seem to just run past you. Pocket, you hear footsteps from within.
Pocket's going to stand up, look cool as he can, and stride into the hall.
All right. Make a perception check.
That is a 16.
Okay. Standing there is a very formidable looking person in some sort of heavy armor, and you're able to hear other voices stirring. And he turns around and he sees you. He squints his eyes and he starts charging at you, and he holds up a massive glaive.
I am gonna start growling.
I think, are you inside with them now?
I thought we were. I thought we were all.
Did you all
Yeah,
go
we made
inside?
it
You all
inside,
went
yeah.
inside? Okay. All right.
Oh god.
What do you do?
Use your voice.
Yeah, I'm going to, Pocket's going to try and stay just still cool as a cucumber as best he can, and say, you've made a right mess of it and the syndicate is not pleased.
Make what is very likely your last persuasion check.
Right.
Jeez.
God.
Cool. That's a 6.
Okay.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Can we redo?
Okay. That is 16 points of slashing damage for the first hit,
Oh, Jesus.
Great.
and 15 points of slashing damage for the second hit.
Believe it or not, I'm down.
Okay. Callisto.
Great. I'm going to lay on hands on Pocket for 5 hit points.
Cool. He's up. Juniper.
God, I don't know. I mean, I'm a guard dog, so I should probably try to bite this guy.
Are they in
Afraid, though.
initiative rolls?
Yeah, like, what's
here?
happening?
Yeah,
going
let's go.
on?
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll. I just wanted to see how we were going to respond to all of this. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh no. 18.
18. Okay.
Just a reminder that my sister will not forgive you if you kill her character.
I didn't come up with this plan.
Listen, this was a great plan.
We should have had advantage
just
because it was good
Had
plans.
Bad rolls.
Usually, if you have good plans, you get to roll advantage.
Listen, I'm saying that
On the
mostly
persuasion.
sarcastically.
Yeah.
This plan was not good.
Oh.
The first plan was
Retrospectively,
Yeah.
looking at this, there was no way we succeeded with it. Maybe there was. I mean, we could all roll just 20s, right? Nat 20s. You just, one day you stop
I
rolling
thought
nat
the plan
20s.
was good with him until we came in. I don't think our plan was good, but I think
Yeah, up
his
the
plan
ante a
was good.
lot. Because like before the all hullabaloo, there was still some sneaking potential.
I think that those people would have just attacked you on sight at this point.
Yeah,
'cause
but
they-
without the
I think
hellfire.
I think that it would have just. I don't think there was literally the fact that they just shot us on sight. There would have been like, oh, these people then snuck inside, and they would have just. I think that
yeah,
we were.
yeah.
Okay, 18 for Juniper.
Yeah. I'm wondering
Um,
if I should run in committee.
Callisto.
8.
Okay. And then Pocket.
7.
Cool.
Ugh.
Dude rolled a nat 20, didn't he?
No, he rolled a 15.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
And all right. So Juniper, it is your turn. Top of the round. You're a dog.
Yeah, I'm a dog. I'm not a very strong dog.
At least Thorak will enjoy our pets. then.
You and I won't die.
I
We're fine. We're outside. We just have to flee town.
Yeah.
Get creative, y'all. Save your characters.
how far are they away?
So this guy is right on top of Pocket. I would say this is about a quarter way down the hallway because I believe Pocket approached him a little bit. Is that or is this
Stood
right
at the
door?
end of the hall. Yeah.
End of the hall. Okay, at the end of the hall is it's kind of a partial kitchen area that door led into. I'm assuming you guys are just on each side of Pocket, so you're probably within. If that is the case, you're within melee range of whom you both recognize as Olin, the personal guard of Jonas Donnell.
This is going great. Yeah, I don't know if this is the right move, but I'm gonna book it out of there
Yeah.
as a dog.
Okay,
I'm a dog, so
you're gonna whip around and take off. Okay.
I'm just gonna go.
No. You managed to get away just fine. What's the dog's movement speed?
40 feet.
40 feet.
I'm
Okay.
gonna try to go find them.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Make a perception check with dog senses, which is probably good.
+3, yeah. 8.
Can't find them, but you're probably near the gate that you guys came in.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you went your full 40 feet.
Yeah.
I don't have a map
I'm
for this
just trying
because
to
I did
get
not
out of
expect
there.
this.
Oh, I thought this was the place you'd have the cool battle map.
Nope.
I was like, Jesse's gonna pull out the entire floor plan of this manor. Nope. Apparently, we were supposed to die somewhere else.
This is winnable. Was a winnable fight. This is not winnable. Okay, any other actions?
No, I'm just gonna keep trying to.
Are you gonna just keep going?
Are you
Yeah,
dashing?
I'm out of battle now, kind of, aren't I?
Are you dashing?
You're 40
Yeah,
feet
can I
away.
dash?
Yeah, okay.
I
If
just
you,
wanna
if you
get
dash, you're
out-
80
just
feet away.
out of
You're
there.
in the darkness way outside.
I'm gonna start sniffing around and try to find them.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Great. Up next,
could
you,
turn into something.
you
else.
see another guy, Callisto. You see another guy poke his head out of a door and bring up a heavy crossbow.
Ah, shit.
Does 19 hit?
No.
Great.
AC's 20?
Thanks that
geez.
new
Thanks, that
armor.
splint armor.
That armor saved
Of
you.
your cool new armor. That is his turn.
That's a good
That's
175 gold well spent.
Yeah, it sure is.
Callisto, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try and pickpocket up
Sure.
and throw him over my shoulder and run
You
out.
won't
Make-
be able to run as far though.
Yeah,
I know,
make a
but-
strength check.
He already had his turn, so Pocket will be able to run too. So I don't think you should do that. But anyway, I'm not here. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no metagaming, Lord Jurdak.
20, dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, I mean, like it was an empty set of armor. You heft him onto your shoulder. And yeah, you still have your movement.
Okay,
A half movement.
That it is half movement.
great. Well, I'm gonna go for it. I only get 15 feet, but
Yeah.
I'll try and
Well,
make
you can
it.
dash too, right? Or was the
I think that was the
picking
action
him
was
up?
picking
Yeah,
up a
that's
human
right.
man.
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
maybe you should let him run, because the attacker already had his turn.
Well, there's 2 attacks.
Oh yeah.
It's true. Okay, you see another guy poke his head out, look around, and you hear him say, Odin, what's going on? That's his turn. Because he doesn't really see what's going on right now. He just pokes his head out. Vanya's gone.
Vanya's not there.
Or, I'm sorry, Callisto's gone, sorry. And that's the round.
Great.
Top of the round.
Did I do anything?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Tanya has a turn.
Yeah, you're first in our initiative order. You come to, you're on a man or a lady's shoulders.
Great. I've got a bag of caltrops.
Yes, you do.
And I would like to throw them
Yes, you
in the
do.
path behind
Great,
Callisto.
fantastic, and you do so with gusto. That's not even a roll. You just do it.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
just
believe
do
that's
it,
an
and it
action.
covers
How's
an
an
area.
action, which means he's got a bonus action. And
He's got a bonus
movement.
action and full movement.
Yeah. Yeah, as an action. Yeah. So drop that, and then I'm gonna pat you,
Great.
and then hop down,
Cool.
and but I don't feel comfortable just leaving you behind.
Do it.
I've
She
got-
doesn't do.
Okay.
She's got AC.
Then I'm gonna bonus action dash
Okay, bonus action dash. So you
as a
get what,
cunning
60
action.
feet away.
Yeah.
and movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
60 feet. Rogue things.
Great. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So now I'm the only one in range, really.
You're 15 feet out the door.
But you're well armored at least.
It is Olin's turn. Natural 20 managed to skirt the caltrops gracefully and with massive speed. Please make a strength check.
10.
The largest hand you have ever felt claps down on your shoulder. Your feet almost run out from under you. You are restrained.
Okay.
And you hear, got one.
Have I managed to get anywhere? with
You're
my
way the fuck
perception
out there. I
check?
don't
mean,
know.
have
Yeah,
I
you're
found
out of
anyone
combat
yet?
at this point unless
But
you want to
have
get
I
back in.
Been able to find anyone yet?
Make a
Another
quick
perception check.
investigation check. You're looking for something.
We are not near there.
No, this is gonna bet this DC on this is insane.
Yeah, we ran very
You guys
far
ran
away.
far. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But go ahead and make your check. I mean,
We were getting crossbowed at a 300 feet range. We were probably left that
Ooh,
way.
as a dog, that's not very good.
well, and you have your own wits about you, so you have Juniper's
I
intelligence.
do. I can use that. Okay. Cool. 6.
You can't find them.
If it's with smell, you can roll with advantage.
That's true. You want to do that? You want to do sniff around?
Sure.
Sniff around. Roll with advantage. Give me 2 rolls.
There, that one's better. That's an 19, so what is
You're
that?
able to pick up
Yeah.
familiar scents that you don't normally track things by olfactory, but just instinctively you're like, you bolt south.
Smell
Cool.
the bag.
You smell
smell
a
the
disgusting farm-scented bag.
I'm getting more used to finding things by smell. All these animals I'm turning into.
Okay. Another bandit guard steps out, and how many damage is the caltrops?
1, but they have to stop moving when they're stuck.
Gets a
in
caltrop
caltrops.
stuck right in both feet,
Yes.
and takes 2 damage.
Yes. Suck it.
And
How come the guard that
And
grabbed
now
her
that
didn't get the
guy's-
caltrops?
He rolled
You
a
rolled
20.
it's a dexterity check,
Yeah.
and he rolled a nat 20.
Gotcha.
And that guy's walking speed is now decreased by 10 feet until he regains at least 1 hit point.
I mean, this guy's not real committed to pursuing.
Great.
Wake up
I,
at 4 a.m. and step on a couch
Callisto,
in
you're
your
up.
hallway.
So I'm going to. I'm gonna bonus action cast Sanctuary on myself,
interesting. Great. Yeah. That's smart.
and then try and break out of his hold.
Sure. Let's make a strength check.
19.
You rolled an 18.
Ah!
Okay.
You managed to wriggle free. You still have your movement.
Great. So I'm gonna take my 30 feet.
Haul
of
ass
movement.
out of there.
Yep.
Okay, you managed to meet up with Pocket. You see, you guys both see a wagging tail, uncontrollably wagging of a mastiff heading south. You're out of initiative.
Great. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Keep going.
Crap.
Don't like this.
Okay, so I'm assuming you guys reunite eventually somewhere near town.
Well, that went
I'm gonna be
poorly.
as an elf again.
I love you again.
Yes.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's not your fault. I don't think. Apparently, that was not. It was not our day for persuading or deceiving anyone.
Yeah.
So how do we get Donnell? It feels like a losing battle right now,
Yeah.
There's gotta be something we could do.
There's gonna be consequences.
and we're all.
There's
Are we all
consequences.
hit? Except
I
for
heard
Juniper.
a lot.
I have not been hit.
Okay.
Yeah, we're real injured.
I look like shit.
As par for the course, we have ended the fight very injured. Who would have thought?
Yeah, I also got hit for half my hit points, and 1 crossbow bolt.
Yeah, so what we've learned today is never do that again.
Whereabouts are you guys right now? Are you headed back towards town?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're out. I like to imagine we were like out off the road away.
Let's go to that
in
cave.
the dark.
Have
Do you want to hide out in the cave?
Why
Have
would
you
we
guys
go
told us
to
about
the
that guy
cave,
who
though?
ran
Because yeah, it's
there's this guy that ran into town.
oh.
By the way.
Yeah, one of them got into town.
So I definitely don't want to go straight
think-
to town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely.
What do you
I
guys?
don't actually know if he saw our faces at all. I don't know
They're
what this guy
human,
looks like. So
But they apparently could
'cause
crossbow us.
It was pitch black, right?
recognizable though.
No, but it was pitch black.
No, it's
I-
because they probably couldn't make out a lot of detail. It's like
Like-
even the guy that you guys were harassing on
So-
the way back to town.
so that dude who I was like face to face with, like if I were to like
Had my
put him
coat
up in a
on.
lineup with 5 dudes, would I be able to recognize that guy?
It would probably be a history check.
Would he be then able to recognize me?
I mean-
Considering it was dead of
black.
night, no
He
moon.
probably saw eyes and like teeth.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe there's a chance he didn't recognize.
Right.
He won't recognize us.
And we were disguised.
Yeah, they were
No.
disguised.
And
I
we
had
were-
a cloak on.
There was a dog.
We
I
were,
had- so you caught
we were
him?
pretending
I had the
we were pretending to be allies of Donnell.
Yeah.
Which means that if I'm showing up in town being like, "You're the worst politician I've ever heard," he won't. No one's going to
Yeah.
assume that those are the
That's
same
true.
people,
That's
right?
fair.
Like,
You hear heavy footsteps.
Go to the cave. Let's go to the
Or
cave.
the cave.
You're near the cave.
Right, let's go in
You're
the
stuck
cave.
in the cave.
I'm gonna do checks to see. I want to see if there's like illusory enemies in here or something. I don't
Can
know.
you create an illusion that there's something scary?
As you duck into the cave, you guys, I'm assuming, sit quietly.
if
The
anyone's...
footsteps proceed past you.
Okay, thank goodness. I thought I was going to have to be a bear for a second.
Okay, just never mind. They come back.
You're trying to seduce me. Okay. So, Vanya and Juniper, you see a small group of about maybe 6, 7 Crown's Blade Guard with torches, and you're just kind of peeking around the edge of the cave. They are ready to kill something. This is the official Crown's Blade Guard of Gladmore.
Of Gladmore.
The Crown's Blade is
gotcha.
the military force of Gladmore, yes, ma'am. But they don't think to look in the cave.
Thank God.
So they run towards Jonas's place. Takes them. They're hustling, so it probably takes them maybe 10, 15 seconds to get out of sight.
Should we hightail it back to town? Should we wait here?
I think we should go check on the Grittens.
That was the better part of this night.
It's the only thing that's gone well.
I'm never gonna do the fun stuff.
Yeah, if we can make it back
the
to the
fun
inn, and then somebody shows up in the morning and is like, "Hey, you guys were like, we've been here all night."
Well, we can
Yeah,
go
he's
through
got
the, we
that
can
for
go
us.
through the cave because
That
right?
leads us to the turning
sewer.
market.
That goes through, yeah.
That unless there's other places within the sewers, but there were basilisks in the sewers.
Well, we killed those.
I don't want to be. There might be more. There might be more like the there are basilisks.
Maybe we can fight the basilisks and level up so we're stronger.
She really got hit.
Like, if we go around to like the south side of town, we can real quickly and easily get to the lower boroughs.
Yeah.
I think we just gotta get there
Do
and
the
get out of being outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
I'm
hardly
good
say
with
that, but yeah, let's do that.
Great.
Okay, so you skirt the south edge of town. Easy enough. Pockets like don't have pockets. You kind of just. I'm not gonna make you roll stealth checks. You managed to get back to the Brass Cask. Is that where we're headed?
Yeah.
All right. It's maybe close to 4:35 a.m. now.
I am looking as much as I can to see if anyone is actually seeing us go into here, like if there's people
Make a
awake.
perception check.
That's a 6. That's a 6.
You don't really see You don't really see anybody.
Okay.
So you walk into the Brass Cask.
It's Icky. Hi.
It's like, hey, that was pretty quick actually. How'd it go, mate?
Not
Terribly,
We never
terribly.
left, and I just go and crawl back in bed.
I mean, I'm not getting a really good impression there. Well, are you guys all right?
Yeah, we're.
Are we taking a long rest?
Short
I
rest.
mean, as much as I can, a long rest would be fine.
Yeah.
I literally woke up 2 hours earlier, went outside, got beat up, and then just went back to bed. I don't know if I'm tired, but I feel like I would be very tired.
Blew a bunch of spells.
Yeah, I used half my spell slots, both of my I used everything.
Yeah, perhaps we can rest a little.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you guys get tuckered out? I'll keep an eye on the baby.
Okay, thank you.
But if anybody asks where we were, we've just been here playing with the
key.
Grittens.
Yeah.
Like,
but we stayed up all
or
night
we were
playing the
sleeping,
Grittens, and now
or-
we're
yeah.
sleeping in.
Am I gonna go down for this?
No, because you're a normal business guy who just,
I'll tell him that's the story. You have my word.
All right.
Thank you.
I'll do my best to protect you.
But only if somebody asks where we were, right?
Right, I'm not gonna volunteer.
We
Yeah,
never,
no,
we
that
never
would be
left.
I wouldn't volunteer.
Oh. And I'm gonna scrub like with the makeup and stuff off my face and rip the wig off and throw it in a pocket.
I'm just gonna take a short rest because that's really all
I'm
I
gonna
need
take a long
to
rest.
Okay,
take
long
I'll
my
take a long rest with you.
slot,
Okay.
wild shape slot back. So
Mend my clothing where the crossbow
Yeah,
bolts went
sure.
into them.
Can you?
Yeah, I'll mend yours as well, where you're apparently were just stabbed. Like,
That glaive was no joke.
Can you mend me as well? Because I also got crossbowed.
Yeah, I can mend armor and stuff.
Alright.
Great. So I'm assuming everybody wants a long rest, or do we want to do anything
She's
beforehand?
gonna do a short
I'm
rest.
gonna do a short rest.
Short rest for Juniper, Callisto.
I'm gonna long rest.
Long rest. Everybody takes a long rest.
Spell slot back.
I guess I can train the Grittins some more.
Sure, you spend some
before
time.
I
Make
do
an
my
animal
short
handling check.
rest. Okay.
For-
With advantage?
Are you casting Speak with Animals?
No, but
Then
I
that's
mean,
straight.
I could before I
you
meditate because
Yeah, if you want.
why not? I'll get
Sure.
it right back.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Cast Speak with Animals.
So
Roll with advantage.
16.
It doesn't go as well as you think. What are you trying to teach him?
Just
Okay.
things.
Just
I want
bonding?
to teach them how to bonding. I want to teach them how to like hunt for themselves. Like try to catch some rats in the inn.
Okay. You get the impression that they're probably a little young for a lot of that still. It's probably going to be another month before they're even remotely
Gotta
self-sufficient.
start somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. You're teaching them basic tricks,
Yeah.
and these
Maybe
will be
with some toy rats.
eventually. These will be some very adept little survivalists with your guidance.
Because I figured I can even like just wild shape into a grat and just like show
Yeah.
them how like as a mama grat.
Yes, absolutely, you can.
Okay.
Sure, and like I said, it's a little cumbersome. This is not your best work, but you get the job done. Okay, 8 hours goes by of approximately this. You guys kind of hear people milling about after about 5:30 a.m. and you guys wake up about 11:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Great.
We're like, hey, wakey, how's it going? You guys all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very good.
Yeah, you look fine.
Yeah.
It's like sleeping does a lot for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Brings
super
us back
weird.
from death
This is
sometime.
very
Near death.
impressive. Oh my god. Well, good on you. Good on you. Right? It takes me a long time. You guys need anything?
Breakfast.
A do.
Private space to talk about a better
I liked
plan.
our plan.
Is a
I thought it was a
private
good
space
plan.
to
It worked
talk
for
about a
the
better
Daniel
plan.
Mark Holmes case.
Yeah.
And
worked
you
in
notice
real
there's
life.
a few other patrons in there that see you come out of the back,
I
which is
think
good for you.
You should have had advantage because it was a good plan.
I mean, I really not. I did not run my patrons out again right now. If it's unless you really
It's
need
just-
it. You can stay in the back area. It's just, I mean, that's basically your hideout
Okay.
right now.
So if we're gonna talk about a plan, we need to stay back.
Does Pocket know? Like, Pocket would like to rack his knowledge and memory of syndicate behavior. If there's any symbology they have for when they're mad or making a threat.
Like code words.
There's a lot of internal ones, especially with the chapter. You probably wouldn't be familiar with the Bavesque chapter, but would you like to look around for something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, make an investigation check.
17.
17. Okay. You don't find anything within the bar. And you're like, you know what, your reason we probably want to find something outside of the bar. And you look around, and you don't see anything directly on the brass cask, but you do see like a shepherd's crook etched on a lot of the buildings surrounding the brass cask.
Great. Great.
Thoriak provides you guys with some meager stuff. He's like, if you want to pitch in, I can get you something nicer. But I mean, this is just really all I keep around right now.
I'll pitch in. I'll pitch in.
Great, yeah. I'll see if I can get somebody to run up to the market for me. And
Pocket's just gonna numbly put 5 gold pieces down.
that's what I kind of. I'll bring you some change. It's not gonna be that much.
I don't.
How long
I
do we
won't have
have
use for
until?
this.
How long until that referendum you guys are gonna have? I'm like in the bar. I'm just like asking out loud, kind of. Like,
Sure,
Like I'm an obvious foreigner who.
Yeah.
Like you guys are having a thing, right? Like you're having a thing tomorrow or something.
One of the other patrons like, yeah, it's let's see, today is that. Yeah, it's should be not tomorrow, but the next morning. So morning
Okay.
after next.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to be. No, I think it's I've got a lot of friends down here in Doesn't seem to be great for our people. So
Yeah, well, that's democracy for you.
yeah, I mean, I'm going to vote, and I sure hope a lot of the other people are going to vote.
How many people are in the lower boroughs?
Let me take a look.
Like in comparison to maybe.
It's actually pretty densely populated. There's just not a lot of money down there.
So maybe instead of being aggressive, we just convince people to go vote.
We just get out the vote.
Yeah.
Should we make a
I'll
song?
write a rap.
We just.
Should we sing like
Because
Freedom
clearly our
78
other
or
plan didn't
whatever?
work, so maybe we just have to get all these people to vote.
Okay, that's an option. I mean, I'm going to vote. So I mean, yeah, if you guys should vote too. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I
Can
don't
we
know if
vote
I'm
if we're
allowed
not,
to vote.
not Bavesk citizens?
allow the rows. I'm going to
Well-
vote. Show up anyway. It's you stand on one side or the other of the line. It's fine.
Oh, it's pretty informal.
Yeah, we're just going to do our best, right?
It seems. Who
Pocket,
does the
just keep
counting?
disguising yourself and
Right,
going
There's
to
a
go
vote.
council.
running around.
It's
I
the
can do
council
that.
in the guild hall. They do count. There's representatives.
hall.
How many rich
Like,
people
what
are
guild?
there here? That's
Yeah,
my,
it's
that's
it's
my
up in the
character.
Turnerian Market, and we have representatives
You
from
didn't believe
various
me.
branches of the local economy, and
I thought my disguise was good.
there'll be
That's an utter.
a representative from the
Utter
castle
fancies.
and a representative from the opposition. And they have to agree, or it doesn't pass, right? So, yeah, we need like 4 of them. I mean, we've never voted for like this kind of thing before. It's usually like, do we want to recobble the roads?
Do you guys usually recobble the road?
No, we've never. It's never passed. You have to raise the
Oh.
taxes, and nobody wants to do it.
Cobbling the streets seems like a good plan.
I mean, yeah, if you want to pay for it, it sounds great. It's shit down here, right? But it looks good up in Market Square, and it looks good. It looks great up in the castle wards. Weird how they have enough money, right?
It's too bad I can't be a giant eagle yet. I could just steal Donnell and just drop him
Just
in a
kill him.
volcano or something.
I guess we should maybe get a pulse on the town. What's going on outside, right? Or
Yeah, and there was
Right,
that
like what's-
that Temple of Tyr guy, and
Yeah.
the Temple of Tyr is kind of being a gathering point for some of these talks, according to some flyers I saw. Maybe he's worth, because you're his boss, right?
That guy
Because
was
you,
No.
but he just
Yep.
he just stands around
fell up
and
the
you
stairs.
save people, so you can say, "I, as a warrior of my god, command you to help us out."
I don't think he's gonna listen to me.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to like me very much.
Why is that?
Because he's weird. I don't know.
He rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, me too.
Might be worth looking
He
into.
glared at us too. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Why would anyone glare at us?
And it's the pro referentium pro Donnell people have been passing around flyers that have some gathering spots there. Tyr that guy doesn't like openly endorse Donald, but I think there's some connections. Might be worth looking into. I don't want to have any more ideas because I'm gonna get us killed, and I'm sorry.
I thought it was a very good plan. It worked in that Daniel Marcombe case.
Thank you.
In real life.
maybe we can stop by the barracks and take a look at the ledger or something.
Yeah, maybe the
It wouldn't
ledger
be-
will give
nobody
us.
would be suspicious if we just walked into the barracks, right?
Well, we brought the ledger to them. We can just be like, we want to take a closer look at it, see if
'Cause
they're
you
because
can
they know
read
what
it.
we're doing.
Yeah.
They know we're trying to help. The
Crack down on
Viscount and-
crime.
Like we brought them the ledger, so I don't think it would be a problem for us to be like, hey, can we look at it again, see if we can get any more ideas to help.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is that what we're doing?
I don't know what else we can do.
I think that's a good plan.
Okay, so you head north out of the brass cast towards the Knight's Keep Farthing. The crown square or the town square is alight. You hear shouts, you hear screaming. You see lots of people, and you see Tyon up at his podium doing his best to calm the crowd down.
Uh-oh.
And you hear a familiar voice. Why, just last night, Tyon's men assaulted my manor. Can you believe it, good men and women of Bivesk? Boo! And Tyon's like, oh my god, please. So, what have you to say for yourself? You send your agents to attack your opposition in the middle of the evening, Tyon!
But
The crowd is swelling, and
I say loudly. I'm like, but I heard that that there was something going on up there, and the guards went out to report it because there was a disturbance or something. I thought the guards and the people were. I thought Tyon was helping.
Where's your evidence to this claim? Show us some evidence.
I just heard that around town this morning.
So, our most vocal opponents have reason to distract you, good men and women of Bivesk. Say,
I thought we're all on the same side.
clearly we are not. I am being attacked in my very home in the middle of the evening.
Where's your proof?
If there's a bounty on who attacked you, we can find them.
Yeah, show us the people who've attacked
Yeah.
you.
We'll root them out. We're getting rid
That's
of
what
crime.
we do.
We're
We
against
stop criminals.
right.
Yeah.
My guard, right here, was attacked with some sort of hideous laughing spell in the middle of the evening.
Sounds ridiculous.
That doesn't even sound like a real thing. Are you sure he just didn't
That
He
doesn't
laugh?
pokes
sound
his
like
head
an
up.
attack either. That sounds pleasant.
Yeah, like your guard.
Who doesn't want
And
to
he goes,
laugh?
it was you. It was you and you.
Uh,
It was you and you and you and you.
What did we? What?
We were.
You confronted me at the gate, and you were saying something about syndicates, and you were saying, and I said, we said to go back, and
What are you talking about? I was asleep all last night. I've heard about this stuff. I walked out. I walked out. I'm staying down at the Brass Cask.
make a persuasion check.
blessings of Evertree upon you.
If how that works. Hey, persuasion is a 14. Actually, I might have something.
Check it.
This might matter.
Check it.
It might.
Check it.
Let's go.
God.
Skills. Persuasion is a 16.
16.
I am proficient in persuasion.
Tyon, from the podium says, "What evidence do you have of this?" And he says, "Well, we shot him. We shot him."
What?
I'm
Like, do
Well,
I look
like-
shot? My
Yeah,
armor's
what?
fine.
I would remember if somebody had shot me.
Do I need to take my shirt off so you guys can see I have no shot in me?
And Tyon says, "No, that's fine."
No, that's fine.
Jonas Donnell screams, "They are so quick to dismiss these rightful claims. My other man, and
I take my top off and show I do not have any.
was assaulted on the way to report these crimes. It seems like this group of newcomers is clearly doing their best, good men and women of Bivesk, to distract from the fact that your servant, Jonas Donnell, is being attacked in his very home in the middle of the evening.
Where's your...
What say you, good men and women of Bivesk?"
What proof do you have to this?
Yeah, or any of your men injured in the attack, or any damage done to the gates, or
And the guy says, "Well, I found that very jarring to laugh uncontrollably. I didn't like that very much. And I saw you, and I saw you." And the other guy's like, "I believe it was them."
what?
And you shot us and there's no wounds?
I mean, you could have had a potion. It's fine. I've got two of them right here.
We don't.
You asked the potion master. We're stingy and won't buy his
I
potions.
mean, I've got potions from other guys. It's fine.
There's other guys who have potions in town.
Yeah,
We just thought Bjorholm was the only
I mean,
one.
he's the guy, but there's guys.
We were just
Oh.
there yesterday talking potions with him, and we're too stingy to buy them.
Yeah, he's
we
real
are
stingy
packed
too.
of the cheap ass.
I don't know what that means.
It means we're cheap
I
asses.
mean,
We're very poor.
there are people that can make wounds disappear. This is really hardly very convincing. So the crowd is booing you right now. By the way, there is a large crowd of humans. You guys are getting booed.
So this is what Donnell does: is he accuses foreign people of assaulting him in the night. He's just a monger. He's just Who would attack him? Why would I attack anybody here?
He says, do
Your
you
place
see
is
what
heavily
they do?
guarded.
They attack
Why
us,
would we
and then they
attack
vilify
it?
us. I'm sorry, what, ma'am?
I mean, your place is heavily guarded, isn't it?
How would you know?
I'm asking you.
You're
You
a-
seem like a
you're
very
a-
important
you're a-
man.
Very important man.
I am
And if
very-
they're
Very
claiming that
rich
they're
and
shooting
important.
Yeah, I
people,
mean, you got
I mean,
this
why
guy,
would anyone come up
this
and
big
attack
guy
you?
here, right? Like, I don't think anybody could beat that dude in a fight. Why? Like,
What did these people say to you even?
Or
say to your
according to my
guards.
guards, someone was making aspersions about my character involving some sort of syndicate. Can you believe, good men and women of Bivesk, that Jonas Donnell would be involved in a syndicate of crime?
Well, maybe it
They
was the
hear
syndicate that
boo.
attacked you.
Why would this?
Because they're your enemies. So
the
maybe
syndicate
they
could be your
were.
enemies, right? They could be
You
trying
You said
to.
you're not with them, so maybe they were trying to like do something with you. I don't know.
Maybe they're afraid you'll crack down on their illegal affairs once you take office.
Yeah,
'Cause
they're
we know
scared
you're
of how
gonna get
much power
elected.
you clearly have.
You have casted many aspersions with little or no evidence.
Well,
As have
we
you.
didn't like. I don't listen. We got rid of the syndicate, like the some of the leaders of the syndicate.
So we did you a
but
favor. So
Yeah,
when
there
you take
might be-
office,
but there
you
might
don't
be
have
more.
to. You don't have to like deal with them.
they might be trying to get a foothold back in town. That's what we're trying to. That's what we were trying to find out yesterday during the day, but we couldn't find any information on that.
Sounds like they're trying to frame us to distract you.
So, good people of Bivesk, my man says he was attacked by a dragonborn. Is it this one, or is it that one? And he
Can't-
gestures to the dragonborn off to the side of Lord Ty.
Wait, aren't there
Sir
people
Deer.
who can change their appearance? I've seen Deirdre do it, so why can't other people change their appearance? Maybe they were trying to frame us.
Perhaps they did. There's no evidence of this. Why would somebody become a dragonborn? And he says, "Do you remember what
Again,
color?"
they're
To
it
trying
was?"
frame us
frame
because
us.
we've been, dealing with the serial killers in town and
I demand
becoming
their
well
arrest
known.
at this moment. I was attacked in my very estate. What have you to say for yourself?
I
Wait,
don't
Wait,
think
so
you have
you're
any
saying
evidence.
that
You need probable
you're
cause.
saying that your one guy saw a dragonborn on the road and claimed it attacked him.
And an elven woman, and you happen to have an elven woman at your
I'm a
side.
half elf.
No one cares.
but-
And they all go, boo, no one cares.
So you're saying that someone attacked your guy on the road, and that also someone attacked you inside your house, but you never saw them or heard really any description of what those people might have looked like, or
And they didn't even damage your guards at all?
yeah, like did
it was
did they
me,
kill any of your
I
guards
am-
or knock any of your guards out or
Did I
anything?
say that?
I go
Did
in
they? How
with
did you-
all my spells going. Why would I, if it was me, why wouldn't I have gone up and attacked them with spells? Because that's my MO. Look at what I did to the syndicate.
Yeah, she's got.
Make a persuasion or deception check. I think you're kind of telling the truth.
Yeah.
that's the
You
truth. There's no.
13. My MO is to go in with all my spells, and if that was me, I would have definitely attacked your guards with
Good
spells.
men and women of Bivesk, do you see what they do? They try to drive us apart, while I try and bring the good human men and women of Bivesk together. And the crowd is incensed.
We're losing this one. We're losing this
I don't
one.
know what to
Someone
do.
throw me a lifeline here.
Well, I think we're about to be arrested, so
No, we're not gonna
We're
be
in good
arrested.
with the.
We haven't committed any
they have no
crimes.
probable cause.
But we might be torn limb from limb by the
So what
riot.
was the crime that these people committed if they didn't even attack your guards?
My guards were attacked, whether you say so or not. My guard was attacked with some sort of malicious magic, and people were
It
trespassing
sounds like
upon
he
my
was
estate.
laughing. Are you sure he wasn't just trying to cover for him like not being professional guard?
There
I've
were
seen that
witnesses.
dude
There were
drinking at the
3
bar.
Witnesses. There were 3 witnesses.
And
All
they
your guards.
they saw your guard laughing, and he probably got embarrassed, and was like, "Oh, so it had to have been some malfeasance here when he just doesn't know his stuff."
Make
How
your
to, like-
final persuasion check.
that would be a deception.
Yeah,
I have
like,
plus 4 to
I
each,
saw
but
that dude the other day wasted in the tavern.
17.
17. You give him pause. You give
I
him
didn't
pause.
see that guy.
And Tyon says, "Good people of Bivesk, allow me to handle this matter in a fair and just manner." And he has you escorted to the garrison. The crowd is booing. They're throwing rotten food and vegetables. They're throwing eggs.
So who gets escorted? Just the two of us?
I'm assuming it would be just the two of you at this moment.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Pocket's kind of laying low.
Avenge us.
And his a heavy contingent of Crown's Blade Guard follows you with Tyon Surdir at their center. And you get back to, I'm assuming you're tailing them at this
Yeah.
point.
Absolutely tailing.
Because you guys don't look like what you looked like last night.
No.
You guys do. You walk in the door. The guards filter in, kind of encircle the room. Tyon walks in. You guys are standing there, and he looks at you and he goes, "You promised to help."
Yeah,
We were sleeping in the brass cast.
No, you weren't. You were seen heading east. Oh my gosh. You were seen by multiple people.
Sure,
Multiple
wasn't
members.
people like disguised as us?
You
Because
don't-
there's those illusion spells.
I'm on your side. You're not trying to convince me. I know what you were doing, and I thank you. This is a bad situation. We have one more evening. I will not be able to sway the vote at this point.
I don't know how we stop him.
I don't either.
I had a Daniel Marcone plan. It did not go as
I
planned.
don't know what
I'm
she
not
means
familiar
when she
with
says
that.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
It's this case where we had the exact same plan as them. It worked real well there.
What did you try? What did you do?
So, Pocket was trying to convince him that he was part of the syndicate and that he was going to try to, for one, help the syndicate and help Donnell by warning him that the Crown's Blade were coming, and he was going to help
He stops you.
Donnell.
He says, "Everyone leave the room, not you. Everyone else, leave the room. Not you, Sergeant Cloud." And the other guard filters out of the room.
Okay. So, and that Donnell would have had to give any incriminating evidence he had to Pocket and for him to dispose. And then we were just going to give you that incriminating evidence.
He whispers in Elisa, "Look, not all of my men are my own. You cannot threaten him with the Crown's Blade."
Okay.
It was a bad plan, it turns out.
Yeah.
It wasn't gonna work.
With the ledger, I might have been able to sway the vote a little bit. This is bad. We've got to catch him red-handed. And he leans over his shoulder. Severax, is there any assistance you can offer them? Then she kind of scratches her chin. Maybe. It is 11:14 p.m. Do you guys want to keep going, or is this where you want to stop for the evening?
I'd probably like to stop after work tomorrow.
Okay. That is where we'll leave off.
Oh man.
Well, we didn't die.
Yet.
Oh my
That
God.
20
Not
strength
for lack
check
of trying.
saved Pocket.
Yeah.
That was.
It's like I know he could get up, but I think it's easier for me to just.
No, I think that was great. And wow, guys.
Yay!
Sorry guys, I just booked it.
No, that was the
No,
smart
that was
thing
so
to do.
smart.
If Pocket was awake, he would have said so.
When you all split the party, I was like, this is... Somebody's re-rolling.